Battery 1 from Assault and Battery Airsoft. And we're going to talk a little about COVID-19, why you should stay the fuck home. I guess I shouldn't be cussing, but oh well.
I am not. I am not shaving my beard.
I
First of
shaved.
all,
I shaved, as you
I
can
just
see.
want to get this. I want to get this out right now. I don't care who's gonna complain. I am not shaving this. All right, pure perfection right now, and it's growing.
so,
Cheers.
we'll probably take some questions and all that from the audience, but first and foremost, I mean, uh, Mike, you're up in North Carolina, or preacher, you're up in North Carolina. You're over on the west coast of Florida. I'm on the east coast of Florida, so we're all over the place. And I don't know about you, man, but I am really, really, really upset that we didn't get a chance to play at Homeland 3. But I got news about that we got from last night, so that's kind of cool. Um, so, uh, I have my beverage of choice tonight, which is a nice little Blue Moon honey wheat. Um, what are you drinking there, Yordi?
I am drinking Buchanan's 18 Scotch.
Okay.
And I will be the only sober person on this
Hey,
whole
hey,
chat, guys.
Oh, I'm sober.
hey! One beer is not gonna get this boy drunk. All right.
So
Hey,
you said,
hey, Joker, real quick. It's under this live video. It's under players wanted, right?
Yes.
All
You
right, cause
share it everywhere.
yep.
I've, who can't you quite hear?
What do you mean? I can hear both of you just fine.
Um, they're saying can't quite hear us.
Oh,
it's probably me, since I'm on my phone. I'm not like all my brethren here who have their laptops and computers set up for this. I joined last minute.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out what they're gonna say on who they can't quite hear. I'll just start projecting louder and piss off the entire household. Yeah.
that could be an easy
Uh,
fix. I'm just gonna go on my phone. And I'm gonna have you guys talk.
God.
Okay. Is that better? Am I louder now?
Hold on 1 second. Stand by, stand by.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Something just went weird. Oh, there we go. They're gonna say who they can't quite hear. I'll just start projecting louder and piss off the entire household.
That could be an
Uh,
easy fix. It's you, Joker.
Go on my phone. That's weird.
You're
Oh,
the,
yeah.
you're the lowest one.
All right. Well, let's eat the microphone.
Holy crap! There goes my eardrum. There goes my
I'm
right
already
ear.
half deaf, so I'm perfectly fine.
All
uh,
this whole entire time, I survived two branches, the Marine Corps and the Army, from shooting guns and stuff like that, and saved my ears. This guy goes one out.
I mean,
can you hear me now?
The only thing that's
y'all,
missing that he
this is what
goes,
I deal
"Good
with.
morning, Vietnam." Like, what's his name?
Oh, God help
Robin
us.
Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah. It was a funny story. I used to stay at the Covenant House when I was younger, like 18 to 21, because it was like free rent. It was sort of like hostel living, but I was okay with it. Every morning, I would work the night shift, so every morning I come in at like 6 o'clock. That's when wake up's going. I'd get on that balcony and go, "Good morning, Covenant House. Wake up call." Just like that. It would piss off everybody, and then I go to sleep.
That's crazy.
Ah,
So this COVID-19 and airsoft,
Yeah, it's been.
interesting.
Now, I know I piss off a lot of people when I start reporting fields for remaining open. I want to talk a little bit about that because I am honestly I want to play. I want to play so badly. I want to play with all of my friends. I want to get back on the field. I need more content. Sure, I have. Oh crap! I just minimized everything. Oh, sorry guys. Um,
mid sentence. Oh crap! I minimized everything.
oh yeah, I just fucked it off.
Oh, there goes another curse word. That's $3 more into the jar.
It's my draw. I'll spend my money how I want to. All right, one second.
Nah, we just do push-ups for him this time. Right, Bat?
Oh, jeez, I'm already in bad shape. All right, come on.
It'll get you in shape. What you mean?
Let me
There
go
we
on.
go.
Especially for bad blood.
Video's back. Sorry about that, guys. To answer your question, yes, I will link it in chat as soon as I figure out how. I'm an old man when it comes to this. All right, Screech Dragon. Ooh, that's the official one though. Yeah, oh, I gotta make one for Players Wanted. All right, this is fun. Anyways, so I know people don't like the fact that I've been reporting fields and reporting players, but honestly, guys, we need to start doing it. We need to force everybody to understand why we need this to essentially stop and end. So, what do you guys think about reporting fields and reporting people that are violating stay-at-home orders?
I mean, I'm guessing the reason why certain fields are open is because they're so far away from the cities, and they, in their mind, they believe that it's not going to happen to them. But on the same token, I'm like, well, you should think about a lot of these people that go and play at these fields come from the fucking damn it, come from the city.
Push-ups, boy. Push-ups.
I'll do them later. Here, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right. So they come from the city, and they're gonna get infected. And isn't it? I think I don't know if I read this correctly, but if you are, doesn't it take if you are infected, like you won't notice for like 2 weeks or something like that?
Yes.
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, you can be asymptomatic, and you can still be just shedding virus everywhere, which a lot of people don't understand just how bad that can be. Now, I want to give some background for those that might be watching us for the first time, might be seeing us for the first time, or understand like some of the background. So, me personally, I also own Screech Dragon Studios, which is a board game company, which we'll probably give out a game or two tonight. And we do a lot of manufacturing in China, not because we're anti-American. It's just that they're the only ones that can really make the games in the quality that we need them for the American consumer. So we knew back in December that this virus is going to be a problem because they had already shut down factories. And you have to understand, for China to shut down factories, they don't have days off like we do. They don't even have weekends off a lot of times. They're usually running 24/7. And then when it came down to where they canceled Chinese New Year, that was a massive eye-opener. So Chinese New Year is like every major sporting event and every holiday we celebrate in the U.S. rolled into one over a 2-week period. That's how important it is. For China to cancel it, that's massive. So this has been a very serious thing, and that one of the ways that we can stop this thing from spreading is just staying the home.
I completely agree with you on that. I mean, from what I used to live on the East Coast in Palm Beach County, and I used to go up and down the coast on that area. And now I recently moved over here to the West Coast. I'm going to safely assume that where I'm staying right now, it's a lot of older crowd. Like I thought Palm Beach was like the retirement area. I was dead wrong.
Oh, no,
Fort Myers, Naples, Bonita Springs,
Sarasota,
Cape Coral, Northport, Bradenton. I mean, Punta Gorda. Jesus. I mean, it's a lot of old people here. So me and my wife, we're on our toes left and right. But the good news is that a lot of the people here are staying home. There's not a lot of the vehicle footprint is a lot less from when I moved in before this whole thing started. So, kudos to them. Kudos to everybody on this side that's doing the right thing. Now, I don't know about Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I've been hearing some horror stories over there.
So I can go from what's going on here, because I go by the hospital every once in a while, just a drive-by. No pew-pewing drive-by, just a regular drive-by.
Good context.
Good context. And I'll tell you right now that I've seen the hospital's constantly busy. And it's the smaller of the hospitals that are in the area. The one that's way out west on Flamingo and Pines is overloaded already. When I went to go get tested, I had to get tested on, I believe it was, oh man, I'm touching my face a lot today, on May 13th, because I started showing symptoms and I had people in the car when I was driving for Uber. Oh crap! All right, I'm going to exit out of Discord for this one because everything's
popping up.
Yeah, the bit rate went to shit for a minute, so let me make sure I'm out of that.
Yeah, what I did was I turned on the actual live stream on my phone so I can see the questions if anybody wants to ask a question.
Yeah, I got the chat popped out on the side.
Yeah.
So I have. Oh wait, I can pause the chat. I can
I'm
pause the video on my side. All right, there we go. I paused the video. So pretty much, from what I've seen, when I went to go get tested, first off, for a 30-second test, I would think I was there for 4.5, 5 hours just to get into a room to be seen. While I was there, one guy coded and died from a heart attack that it wasn't even COVID-19 related. And another guy had to be was having a heart attack and had to be intubated, and they were literally talking about how they were short-handed on ventilators already, and that it took me so long to get into a room because all the rooms were full. So here it's kind of a bad situation. I've been hearing just nothing. I've been seeing and hearing nothing but horror stories from New York. But Preacher, you're up in the mountains. How's it up there?
I haven't heard of any new cases around here.
Because there's nobody up there.
Oh, would you shut your? I'm trying to be a good person here, but
we're gonna make you do push-ups too.
Not a chance in hell. But around here, I don't notice any. I mean, it's pretty much old folks, and then there are some new families around here, but they are being very cautious. Like I was talking to these guys earlier, and my grandmother and I went to the store, and people were wearing masks, people were wearing gloves. We went to the Walmart, and people had gloves. The workers had gloves on. They were spot cleaning everything. But I mean, and to give some more context, my grandmother's been a nurse for 42 years, and we've been doing really, really well at keeping everything clean, everyone healthy. So and she also does a little bit of part-time gig at the hospital, and she told me that they condensed it down to one hospital. So it goes to show you that they are trying to get as many personnel to a location as possible. So if you all are trying to go to the hospital for other means besides COVID, be mindful. Just be sure that none of y'all are autoimmune. Is my one key thing for y'all. So that's just my 2 cents on that.
My son, for example.
So it goes to show you that.
Wanted to get the link so I could share it to a couple places. My son is pretty much autoimmune, or not autoimmune, but he's got a compromised immune system because of,
that's what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, autoimmune's also another thing too. It's but if he's got muscular dystrophy. If this thing hits his lungs, he's screwed, just flat out screwed. So, but the only reason why we're really speaking up and trying to get people just to stay home. It's like I was getting an argument earlier today with this guy on one of the groups because he's all talking about making his own. I guess I should not talk and type at the same time.
Exactly.
How rude.
Because he literally said, "Well, I want to cough. I'll cough on you." It's like when it starts to go into that. And then you have two sides of it. You either have the people that think that they're in God mode, or it's just not going to affect them. It's not going to hurt them, which more than likely is true. But the problem is that if you catch it and you have mild symptoms or you're asymptomatic, and you take it to somebody that it kills, you really want that on your conscience?
He said God mode. Every time he says that, reminds me of Miami Airsoft players.
Oh, God, help us.
We got to make this Airsoft related somewhere.
I know.
Well,
to bring up the coughing bit, did you all hear about the person that coughed on a bunch of fruit and is now facing a felony charge?
Yes, And we also saw, I saw the video of the guy that got the massive smackdown.
That was beautiful. I'm sorry, this is not airsoft related, guys, but that was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see that
No,
someone
no,
decided
you
to.
said he caught a felony, third degree, second degree, first degree. I mean, what
I
did
did
he
not
get?
read too much into that, but I figured it would be second degree since this has been very serious with the disease and whatnot. So I would say it probably was second degree,
I will put him
at
as
least.
manslaughter. He's trying to kill people. Life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It might be too harsh.
yeah.
Well, no, well, it's not far fetched because I mean, just think about who is most affected by this. People with autoimmune immunodeficiency. You have people age 65 and older, who are at risk. I mean, even if you're 50 and older, even 50 in that 50-year-old range,
It
you're
doesn't
at
matter.
risk.
The ages don't matter.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, the age don't matter.
if you're older, you have a higher chance of actually succumbing to the disease. If you have diabetes, and you have diabetes, you have heart condition, if you smoke, asthma, all these things contribute to the death rate. But the other factor is it's not just the death rate that's the problem. It's also the fact that young people are being hospitalized, and the hospitalizations are what are really bad because they're the ones taking up the vents, and most people aren't looking at the secondary factor, which is non-COVID related, but COVID related deaths. In other words, nobody has COVID-19, the person dies, they don't have any symptoms or anything else, but they couldn't get, like I said earlier, the guy that died of a heart attack, he could not get the care that he needed. So
Hey, we got somebody asking a question. Did you guys hear about the Florida man who went into the bank and had a spray bottle with COVID-19 on the side? He sprayed everyone with it and now is in jail. Wait, how do you get COVID-19 in a spray bottle?
if you have
Spit?
COVID-19, you cough into it.
You cough into it, what,
Yeah.
and then what? Put water in there and mix it?
Probably spray it. Yeah, he probably thought it was a joke. Like my neighbors didn't like the fact I went walking down the street with my.
Wouldn't that be considered? Wouldn't that be considered biological warfare? Shouldn't he be treated as a terrorist at that point?
I would certainly say so.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think we should just touch that on a separate topic, just because of the severity of that. But back to what you were saying, Mark.
The thing that comes up is that people aren't being able to get the care that they need for other things. Like
Hold on. Time out. Is that Mia Khalifa, the porn star?
Oh my God!
It's probably not a question.
Whatever you
Probably
say, I
not.
completely agree with you. I'm a fan.
I think most men are.
Yeah, we're seeing all sorts of crazy stuff that's going down here. It's like another thing, people. If you're using freaking your latex gloves and all that, don't throw the crap on the ground.
I know.
If you're
I
going
did
to
that. I did that today. I put some gloves on. My wife did too. We went to the grocery store. I pulled the gloves off of her so that way she doesn't have to touch it. And then I took mine off and put it all in one glove without touching the old one and threw it in the garbage can while other people were throwing it in the street, which is disgusting.
Mia just said Jesus every time. So evidently they heard that before. But it's like if you're wearing gloves, bring a bag inside your car. If you're going out and you're wearing gloves, take your gloves off into the bag and just throw them into the bag. Don't throw them on the goddamn ground because now somebody has to go out there and pick these gloves up from off the ground. So it's disgusting, we're getting a lot of us are getting freaking stir crazy. We all want to play.
So let's put this into perspective. So in airsoft, we wear a lot of gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we don't wear in airsoft, if you think about it, is a N95 mask. But we do wear gloves. We do wear long sleeve. We are literally covered from head to toe. Turtle, like the baklava, whatever it's called, all that stuff.
Like, let me give you all some perspective on what I usually wear as far as for underneath my face protection.
Oh,
so I have my gaiters. Well, no, I do wear something cloth underneath just because the sweat is a pain in the ass, especially when you have a beard. God. I owe somebody push-ups.
Push-ups.
But I wear my gaiters so that way I have that measures your coolness, measures your warmth, as well as something to keep crap in. But every player, like you said, every player is different. No one has a complete mask set up unless you're wearing a full face protection, like a Sky Ronin helmet or something along that nature, which is expensive first off and not feasibly for everyone.
Yeah. Well, I got into an argument. Well, not I wouldn't say an argument. I got into a discussion with several people another channel, and the discussion, the difference was, how can you contract COVID-19 playing airsoft when you're shooting at each other with 6mm BBs so far away and you're not really touching that individual.
Simple.
So that's the mentality that they're in. And I was like, it's plain simple. Just don't do it. Let's kill this virus, put it on a and then we'll go play. But right now, I mean, can you guys put any light on that?
Yes. So, Mark, you want to go first?
Yeah. So pretty much, most people don't realize that. First off, yeah, you might want to think that you're going to stay 6 feet away, but the reality is that when you're out on the field, when you're moving around, you're probably going to come closer than 6 feet. But you also have other things that are out on the field typically, other obstacles. So if you run up and get behind a plastic, like say a metal barrel or whatever, and you're breathing heavily on that barrel, and you got your hand right there, and then you walk away, somebody else comes up and does the same maneuver. Guess what?
They got it.
It's now been transferred there. The other factor is you still have to check in, you still have to chrono, you still have to pay, you're still in the parking lot, you still have to go to the bathroom, and then it's everything along the way to play airsoft. So if you leave your house, you'll probably stop off and get something to eat, something to drink, possibly get some food, or I already said eat, but stop at a gas station. Any place you stop and you interact, you now spread the virus somewhere else. That's why you should just stay home. And honestly, I want to be out on the field. I want to play, but I want to be able to play and not have any restrictions. So if we just stay home for 3 weeks, all of us across the country, this virus can burn itself out. Preacher.
And to go ahead and piggyback on what you said about like staging areas in Chrono, you don't know how close y'all get. Like I went to Valahak a couple times. I went for the Rev 9 event. We were this far away from each other at one point. This was before COVID. You're that far away from people in a line to go get chronoed, and then at stage, you're going to pass it on to someone regardless of how cautious you are. You could be a nurse for, like my grandmother, 42 plus years, and you could still pass it off if you're that close to somebody and on obstacles and throughout everything else. So what Marcus... Well,
you just called me Marcus?
Yes, I did. So what Joker is saying...
Go die in a fire, all right?
That's... Come on, think that could be your medieval name, Marcus Aurelius Maximus.
No, you have no idea. I'll tell you all when he's done talking.
No. Let's... Oh God, help us.
No, when you're done going through, go ahead. Proximity.
So as far as for like proximity base, it is true what Joker is saying. Stay home. I beg of you, please. This is something, like he said, can die out within 3 to 4 weeks. Let's go ahead and give it that cushion, maybe even 2 months, just for that longevity of it.
Well,
but if we all stay home, we might be able to go to the movies or go see our significant others, or for those of y'all who have boyfriends, like
significant
like
others works.
Yeah, but
Really?
but like Joker said, let's just stay home, be smart, and not do anything stupid.
Well, here's the thing: we've already lost April, and if we don't get the virus under control, the stay-at-home orders are going to continue. Personally, I think that this is going to go through March at this point because we still have 8 states that are not on stay-at-home orders, which means the rest of us are going to start plateauing and going down, and then these other states are going to see their numbers skyrocket. People are going to leave their states and come to other states, which can cause another pandemic. That's the thing that they're worried about.
New York.
Quick side note. Is there, and this is a question more so than a side note, but is there a felony going on for those New Yorkers who left New York under the quarantine?
There's not a felony, but I I mean,
Well, not felony, but charges.
A lot of them are being rejected inside in the state. Like to come into Florida now, it was supposedly closed off our borders, and you can't get in unless you have a Florida driver's license or a Florida
I
address.
I believe that unless you have a permanent residence in whatever state, you should be able to go back to that permanent residence. But if there's also proof that you have residence of the state that you're leaving, you should not be allowed back into the other state and get quarantined. I believe that the state and also federal, they should lock the whole entire country up. The only people that should be traveling back and forth should be truckers bringing supplies left to right, north and south. That's it. Everybody else, stay in your damn state and stop contaminating other people. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe for at least for a month, just to see if we can bring that curb or that wave or whatever to bring it down, to flatten it out. If it works, then hey, it works. If it doesn't work, then what can we do?
Like, to give you all some context on why I asked that, I'm originally from Virginia. Governor Northam, may he just burn somewhere for the rest of his days.
Hey, let's not get this political because we go down
I
the
know.
rabbit hole.
I know.
Some of us are going to lose a lot of fans.
I know, but he did a stay-at-home order till June 10th, if I remember correctly, and it is a $2,500 fine if you are caught outside your house without going for anything essential.
Yeah.
Well, how do they know that? I mean, I could easily say, I'm going to go get toilet paper or I'm going to go get my medicine. Well, the supermarket's that way, not this way. Well, they don't have it here. I'm going to go over there. I mean, in $2,500, like really, like people are losing their jobs. You're gonna make it that steep? What? Mm-hmm. Let's say, somebody has no other option and they have to get out of the house and they have to go get wherever they need to go get it. And you're gonna find that person. He's gonna end up stealing from somebody or even worse, killing somebody.
Exactly.
Most of the time, what the hell? Man, Zoom wants me to upgrade.
Trust me, I got a lot of friends. I got 9mm, 308. I mean, you name it.
Great. I got to upgrade Zoom while we're talking here. The thing is that they're not going to be targeting people in their cars and they're driving to a place and all that. They're going to be targeting people like the father that almost got handcuffed in front of his daughter because they're at the park. Even though the park was technically open for them, they're trying to stop that. They're trying to stop people from just going out and being outside and being around, because a lot of people just don't want to adhere to it. They think they're immortal, or they're not going to get it, or if they do get it, it's really not going to affect them that much.
I agree with you with that. I agree with you on that. Now, switching the gears a little bit. Let
me tell my funny story then. All right.
So,
this is the funny part. This is like a funny bit. So I worked at a place. I used to sell puppies. For one of the largest breeder networks.
I used to kick puppies.
Marine.
So when I went to work there, they said, okay, so what name do you want to go by? And I said, Mark. And they go, we already have a Mark. And I was like, all right, Mark S. And they go, well, we have to have different names for everybody here. And I was like, why? Just give me Mark S. Simple solution, right? So I go to work my first day and they have me log in as Marcus. I hate the name Marcus. I hate being
Hold on 1 second.
Marcus. So I worked there for 3 years as Marcus. My wife would call, ask for me, get transferred to Mark. Like 3 months before I left there, I found out that Mark's real name is Marcus. My real name is Mark. So why the hell? And I demanded my name back. I was so pissed off.
I would too. So what do you guys think about, because people losing their jobs or getting a pay cut? For example, I had to take. It says remaining on the video 7 minutes.
I know. I'm on it.
35. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, do you guys agree that if you live, for example, in a condo apartment complex or stuff like that, and you're paying X amount of dollars for, a month, it includes all the, the pool, the upkeep and all that stuff, the gym. And now that they close the pool, they close the gym and they close everything, and there is no upkeep, the people are not coming and cleaning it because it's completely on lockdown. Should the apartment complex or condos or wherever the HO course in charge, should they lower the monthly payment in order to help people so that
Yes.
way they keep paying? Yeah,
Absolutely.
good luck with that.
Somebody's bitter. I don't have to worry
Normal.
about that nonsense because I have my pool in my backyard. I have my own home gym. But going back to chat, Mia asked, "Do you all play paintball or just airsoft?" I used to play paintball. Got out of it a while ago. Then I went to laser tag of all things. And then last year, January of last year, I started playing. Airsoft because my daughter
I
wanted to do Trouble in Terror Town.
I play both.
I used to play a little bit of paintball until I got hurt, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. But granted, I was also wearing the wrong footwear, so that was on me. But I also enjoy airsoft a little bit more just because there's a little bit more realism. I don't like having a big ass tank. Pardon me. I don't like having a big tank to deal with stuff. So there's that.
I've upgraded the Pro. Why is it doing that? Oh no, I pinned my video.
You probably have to restart.
Oh, that'll suck. No, that'll be a pause in the.
Hmm.
Yep. But
Spider
yeah,
says airsoft is better.
I'm
It's cheaper.
all for airsoft, and I do either airsoft or I go into an actual real steel range and go 9 mil, 45, 5.56, 7.62. My go-tos for range day.
I still don't understand why a lot of and I was never like this. A lot of the military, law enforcement, like real steel guys
Hmm.
that train a lot, they don't like airsoft. They think airsoft is a joke, and I love airsoft because I save a lot of money on real bullets. Like I use airsoft as, movements, speed
Hmm.
reloads, tactical reload. I mean, you name it, and I love it. And it's not as boring as real steel where you got to shoot a stationary target. With airsoft, I get to shoot moving targets, and I like it
Exactly.
a lot.
And Bat, you and I could actually agree on this a lot more. There's more of a release to airsoft than there is to real steel, just because you get to go through all those motions and you get to go through, like you said, the speed reloads, more tactical movements,
Yeah.
and you get to deal with moving targets. There's more of and I'm not saying this to be kind of evil, sadistic person, but there's a little bit more in the way of more freeing, I guess is the word I could use. I mean, Bat, you want to help me out here?
I
Mm,
get to shoot people.
Mark, Joker.
the way I look at it is that you can have a real steel guy that never played airsoft before, and the only thing he knows is how to shoot the weapon really well, which is
Hmm.
fine. I love that because I do the same thing. I practice a lot. God knows how much money I spend in actual rounds and on the range. But if I was to get into an example of firefight, I'd rather grab that airsoft kid because that guy knows how to move a lot faster than the other.
And you're
he's
not
gonna
wrong.
he's gonna have creativity. You gotta have creativity.
Yeah.
So
Personally, I mean, yeah, I like it because it's more accurate than paintball. It is. I more. I don't know. You play laser tag and the equipment's all working perfectly fine. Sure, but
there's a time and place for it. There's a time and place for laser tag with the family, with your young kids or if you have daughters and stuff like that. And then you got paintball, with your friends, college friends or whatever, just to have fun. But airsoft is
Hmm.
more of a legit hobby, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, I try to. There. So before I got into airsoft, I was a lot heavier than I am now. So I had about 35 more pounds of weight on, and I would run out on bike. I do everything else. This sport gets you moving,
Here
especially
you
when
go,
I have
big guy.
airsoft.
Hmm.
Here's some sausage.
Sausage. You're not,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to
It's
be
out
eating on a stream, man. You're not even supposed to be
in
drinking on a stream.
Italian sausage with green peppers and bell peppers.
Wait, I got Takis.
Mm.
Definitely got
And ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to deal with from now on.
I don't
See
want
the
to hear that crap. If you guys would see our WhatsApp chat, it's like him and his brother. They would just all of a sudden. Why the hell do we have 300 messages? Oh, it's Mike and Nick just talking to each other nonstop. Now, I will warn everybody, in about 1:39 seconds, we're going to find out if this meeting's going to get cut short and we have to open it up. So there might be some delay in video and possibly audio.
Oh, wait. We got a question from Spider. I have a question. Have any of you used someone else as a shield? You goddamn right I have.
Yes, sir.
You goddamn
yes,
right
sir.
I have.
I used Mark. Joker, I used you as a human shield at Bad Blood.
When we went to go do the assault on the
yes, I used you as a human shield. Yes, I did.
Said, I was like, who's in command? Nobody answers. Like, let's go.
Exactly. And you turned around. I was like, I saw a black shirt lined up perfectly. I'm like, sorry, Mark.
Oh,
you know when you go to a mill sim and you like, I don't know about you guys, but me, I always look for the biggest kid in the team. I'm talking about like the 300, 400 pounder guy. He's a really good team player. Kudos to you guys. I love y'all. Y'all like a wall.
we had some interesting characters at Bad Blood last year, of stuff that I'd never seen before. Like one guy, and I want to find out who he is because he was really cool to play with. He had the kid from Up. He had like the Wonderland cadet.
No.
Yeah. It was great.
How did I miss that?
He hung out with us quite a bit. Then we got separated like about midday. Like when we got out of the woods finally is when that happened. So
I want to meet. I hope that kid comes back with that same outfit.
It was funny because he. All right, everybody. Well, I already upgraded. You stupid piece of crap. All right, I think you all can hear me. Give me 1 second. I'll get everybody back inside the chats here. We'll get everything set up. So bear with us just one moment. URL. Stupid freaking Zoom. Who chose this program anyway? Sorry, we got to change names real quick. Thanks everybody for bearing with us. Sorry about this.
We back with a vengeance.
I think they can
But
can't see you yet. I'm waiting for others, Jordy.
Okay. Well,
Change your name.
Let's see.
Preacher.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing now. I forgot to do that.
Hello.
Battery, change your name.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna get a question on why we chose these names.
I owns it.
I know you owns the name Joker.
There's so many Jokers out there, though.
There it is. I mean,
I'm the OG.
I knew that was gonna come up. I knew it.
All right, I'm just trying to find out why this is still showing up on here. 1 second, guys.
That was beautiful, by the way.
But what?
That was the Joker comment. That was beautiful.
Oh wow, the quality just went to absolute shit. What the hell?
And that's more push-ups for you.
Mm-hmm.
But are we still live? Out of curiosity.
Yes, we are back live.
Okay.
People can see us now. So.
Okay.
All right. So.
Back to. I think we left off on the Milsim question, and yes, I would go and definitely pick out the larger person with or go within a larger group, just because then I have not one shield, but 1, 2, 3, while still providing them cover. I.e. to back to Bad Blood with how Mark and we had 8 other guys with us.
Yeah. Command really wasn't happy I took that lead. I was like, I don't give a damn. We were stuck.
Exactly. And that was what, 2018 on that one, or was it
that was
past?
2019. It was last year.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find a video on our channel where I'm running and I was dead. I was walking back and guys were using me as cover, and I go, no, and I just fell to the ground.
Y'all making fun of me?
No.
Yes, we've been making fun of you for the last 5 minutes. Sorry, bro.
I went to go get my Coors Light.
Weak.
Okay.
At least I got something. What do you got?
All right.
Hey, you got something right there.
Hey, Battery, why don't you tell us how you use people as cover, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something.
All right. Well. Oh, that's a real nice picture of Mark right there. So how do I use people as cover? Easy. I got something. What do you got? Ooh. Well, first of all, I'm playing with the team, so I'm not just, picking somebody to use as a shield, honestly. I'm normally the first guy out there in the front. But the way, let's be honest here. When you're inside the brush or you got rounds coming in, it's instincts. You want to get behind some cover. And what's better cover than another human being that's calling, ow, hit, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no rules on airsoft that says you can't use a dead man as a shield.
I will note that marshals, either field marshals or other referees on the field, will look at that and kind of say, "Don't do that."
No, they'll go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, if you're get away from the dead guy," but as long as they don't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there for those airsofters that are watching us right now, and they want to go, "We were told by these group of people that we can use people as human shields even if they're dead." I'm like, and I'd be like, "I did not say that."
Yeah.
I said you can, but it's not recommended.
Well, it's not even about not being recommended. Tell me what briefing. I've been to several milsims, and not one milsim event I have heard the host or the rule or the referee say that you cannot use another person as a shield.
Yeah, that's true.
Just say, if you can do it, do it. If you, again, on the same token though, I'm not a dick. I will use somebody as a shield for 4 or 5 seconds. And once I hear the hit, and they stop saying hit, that's when I run away from that person. Because that means that the other guys kind of stop. So it's a good indication that the other guy stopped shooting.
Okay. Now that you're done with that, I heard that shit when I put my headset down, you little fuckers. That's a great camera shot, okay?
I knew you would hear us. I knew it.
So what I went to go get is showing us how OG with Joker I am. So
Sentinel says it happens.
Oh my god.
So this is my old skate shirt when I used to be a semi-pro skater back when I was 16 through 21, and backyard skate crew.
When skateboards were actually invented, right?
And I was actually an aggressive inline skater, jackass. So there's all the names that I've had, with Joker being the primary, but I had a bunch of different names that people called me.
The only team I used to belong to back in the day was a lobstering team. It was called No Glove, No Love.
So this was... I'm not listening to you. This was my old shirt from my old team from laser tag and also paintball, Rebels Inc. And look, Joker, and this was Circa 2000.
Okay.
So, all right.
I got time on it. There's very few people that are going by Joker that are
my original nickname or my original team name was Gringo 47. Don't laugh.
Oh my! I'm done. I'm so done.
And the reason why, I used to play airsoft professionally in South America for Venezuela. Venezuela does have a professional league of airsoft, and I used to play for the Estado Anzuategui team called El Tigre, the Tiger, Club Tigers, and because I was the only foreigner technically that didn't live in
Mhm.
South America in Venezuela, but I traveled a lot to go play over there. That was because I was the only English speaking person in the team. So they were like, "Oh, you're a gringo," and the 47 came because my unit tattoo in the Marine Corps.
Mm.
So
Yeah, my skating career ended when I took a story and a half fall and dislocated multiple joints and slipped a disc in my back.
so where was this? What area did that happen?
Savannah, Georgia. The
Oh, that was that crater.
huh?
Oh my god.
Yo, I need to share like a picture of what I used to look like. Yeah, I
No, we
might
do
be a
not need to
fat
see that
bastard.
ugliness.
Oh, dude, I was only 108. I was like 100 at the height of my skating. I was 175 pounds. Skinny as a fucking rail. Always tall
Oh
as shit.
man, I was the complete opposite. At school, they used to call me Roly Poly Oly.
See if I can pull up that picture. I think I got it on.
I used to be fat, like extremely, like way overweight. Like the doctor was like, "You're borderline diabetic. Um, like you need to stop."
My, I and I was the complete opposite. My mother used to get in trouble, like get school called and all that because I was so skinny. They thought that I was malnourished, but I was extremely athletic.
Yeah.
And she had to say, she goes, I look how much my son eats in a day, and that was another thing they
I was the
complained about.
same way.
And I'm still look how much shit I can eat in a day.
Hmm.
So, for those of you in the chat or watching the live stream, if you guys have any questions, please, whether it be airsoft related, um, the COVID-19. Let's try to stay away from the politics because a lot of us here have different views on politics, and I don't want nobody to get triggered. Uh,
Yeah, I don't want people to start unfollowing me because they think I'm some sort of leftist piece of shit when I'm really not.
Wait, yeah, like Joker. I mean, we known each other not for a long time, but for the bit that I've been hanging, the moments I hung around with him, he's actually not left. Actually, I think Joker's more of a centralist,
I am
like center.
Yeah, the way I put so I also I run for town Davie politics quite a bit, and I'm an independent, and I consider myself a fiscal conservative and a social liberal. So
Ooh, Spider got a good question. You guys are funny, laughing out loud. All right, what? My next question is: what is the funniest call sign you have heard of or made? I made one call Yutnuts. Have yet to give it
Beetlejuice.
to someone.
no,
Beetlejuice?
no, Dingleberry.
No.
Yeah, a guy
Oh
tried
my.
to say his name was they tried to go by Tackleberry, and he was just a dumb shit. And I just all of a sudden it just came back. I just came out with Dingleberry. You're a Dingleberry, and oh, did it stick with him? And I haven't seen him for months since he got that name. The other one, um, you sort of know. We won't use the other names. The the guy used to be in our chat. Decided one day that he was going to have a pissing contest with my wife over lightsabers.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
God.
post a picture of my wife with her lightsaber that she just got. She was so happy with, and he's got like 12 of these things, and they're like $500-$600 a pop. So he spent money. Great, I got that. But all of a sudden, it's like he's like having this competition with my wife, who's not even a part of chat. So then finally, I say, I am. Somebody says. We called him by his call sign. He says, I am Batman. I say, no, I'm Batman. I have a professional grade Batman costume. And he goes, I am Groot. And I said, man, you're like Groot's midget cousin, Root.
I would have called him one upper.
No. Root stuck, and he does not like that name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too.
I would
Or,
love to know who we're talking about, but that's later on when we're
I'll
in
tell you.
private.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
but
once I.
but but Spider, to answer your like, I know they already said there's two. Honestly, the funniest one I've heard was probably the one I was given in South America, which is a Gringo 47. Because till this day, um, I don't know why they decided for Gringo. You know, they could have.
Because you're whiter than they are.
Nah,
Oh my
bro.
god.
I'm as dark. I'm as dark as they are. They were just mad and jealous because I spoke English, so all the women kind of like flocked to me and they were like, "Gringo."
All right, I'm gonna set up a scene so you all can see some of the. So you guys can see some of my old pictures. Oh crap!
Y'all, I
Oh,
apologize for what you were about to see. If you see some ugliness, it's on him. It's not on me or Bat. So just want to go ahead and give a disclaimer.
why does it keep
Let's
disappearing?
let's try to stay away from the word bat. I don't want them to associate me with the Chinese by eating bats. You know, like that.
Nope, I got you. I got you, battery. I got you.
Why is it not working? Why is it not working?
I think I have my old team shirt here. By the way, let me go get it real quick.
Yeah, you could get your old T-shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. All right,
No.
so that was me. Oh wait, why did it do that again? Oh. All right, so one reason why we're doing this, guys,
You
is that crap, that's not it.
you were very skinny and almost bald, my friend.
Yes, I was. Stop share. Let me just try figuring out this way. Hold on. So thanks you all for joining us because we're trying to work on and fix this. And why is it not working?
You broke it. That's why.
My closet's too big. I'm not gonna look for it right now.
I did break it. They're hearing us again, but not seeing us. All right, let me.
It just says ID.
Oh, all right. It's back up. It's working. All right.
They can still hear us, right?
No, they can
Yep,
see
they can
us.
still hear us.
Oh,
They
okay.
can still hear us.
So, what's up with Stampede Airsoft? How are those guys doing? Have you heard?
They are pretty much. I mean, they shut down, which is good for their employees and all that. I follow Shelly on Facebook, and obviously they have a lot of questions about the impacts and stuff like that. I want to know why this isn't working. It makes me mad.
I am gonna say uh, thanks to Doomsday for you know giving everybody their money back.
Hmm.
I got mine really quick. Like they say, hey, we're gonna reimburse you guys, and they did. You know,
That's funny.
so
Not you. The what's on my screen.
Yeah.
so good on them, and also I hope this goes away so I definitely wanted to do Homeland 3, man. That was the last Homeland on the serious.
So we got some actual good news. So for those of you that were wondering what I look like as a skater, that was it. I was skinny as hell. There's another picture somewhere on my desktop now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's me.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, I know. You trust me, I'm skinny.
No, where's the picture? I haven't seen the picture.
You're gonna have to look at the thing because I'm not screen sharing it. I'm using.
Oh, look, he looked like a knockoff version of Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Oh, good grief.
Back to normal. All right, yeah, that.
Look at him. He had no stomach.
I know. I saw that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what made me
man.
laugh right now.
Yeah, now you all see me. I'm a fat bastard.
Get into my belly.
Get in my belly. Oh.
Look at him. Look at you, dude.
Yeah,
Rock on.
That was.
Oh my god! I just had an image of Mark with like Jinko jeans, Jinko. Remember those things?
Well, funny is like actually, Jordy, if you go on my Facebook page and you go to my photos, you can actually see all my skating photos. And like one of them, it was classic. I was taking all these pictures and all that back in the day when we didn't have digital cameras. We just had film that we had to do. And
Yeah.
my mother's looking at the picture. She goes, "I just love in the background of half these photos. It has the chiropractor center."
Jesus.
That's funny.
Real life, man. Sorry about that, guys. So we're just having fun with this right now.
Yeah. So going back into airsoft real quick, I just want to let everybody know that the reason why our videos, even though the whole quarantine people think that we should be punching out videos left and right. The problem is that, for example, for assault and battery airsoft, um, Mike is on the other side of the state, and I'm on the West Coast, and he's on the East Coast, like in the Miami area. And we can't really get together to make videos and stuff like that. So I'm trying to respect, the social distance stuff like that. And but hopefully soon we're gonna try to figure out a way where we can merge our videos and put them out there.
If you find a way to do it, I'd rather do that than use Zoom, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because I would
yeah,
love to
we're
have,
looking.
I would love to have almost a quad view or at least a tri view up there to do that. So
Yeah, we're figuring out. I got my uncle working on it too. So hopefully once I get that information, I'll give it to you, Joker, so that way we can test it.
Mia, why do you think we not Russian? We worked very hard to get rid of accent.
No Russian. Come on.
What accent? I can do your accent too, son. When I'm in North
Boy,
Carolina a lot, I get that southern drawl, and it takes me a while to get rid of it. There was a.
you don't know Southern drawl like I do, boy.
Oh, yes I do, son. Yes I do.
Mira, los dos de ustedes cállense la boca,
you
because
shut the fuck up.
there's nothing more southern than the
Mute.
vaya a comerte una pingu.
Mute.
Estos gringos, hey, for my Spanish speakers out there, estos gringos diciendo that they're southern. Southern el coño.
You know I kept muting you, right, Yordi?
Yeah. Yeah. It shows right there when you mute.
I have the power.
And you have high cholesterol, yet we still love you.
Or I'll go.
I don't have high cholesterol. It's like except
or I'll
for
go.
my fucking belly, I'm in great health.
Or I'll go Middle Eastern. Take your pick.
Spider's got a good question. Once it's all over, what is the first airsoft game you'll want to play at? Are you talking about event or just game day?
Oh, if it's a game day, we're all getting together. Barbecue, game day, drinking, getting smashed, everything all in one.
Well, we have to figure out a way to get everyone to a location. First off, because
Mountain Man.
Hey, Joker.
I'm number one.
But you also have to think about it. You have Reaper in Virginia. You have me up in the mountains of North Carolina. Y'all are more closely together than we are, than few of us up here.
Wait a minute. Can somebody tell me what Mia Khalifa is saying in Russian? Because I'm lost in the sauce.
Mia sounds Russian. We should get her to, or him. It could be him too. We should get them to Bad Blood to be on Marxist for 2020. Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out that.
How about you copy and paste into Google Translate?
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
I'm just so disappointed that it's not the Mia Khalifa that I know.
I think we know what Mia Khalifa you're looking for, my friend, and that's not going to help you.
Who thinks they're Russian?
Well, what will help you, my friend, is this.
Spider, you almost triggered me. You almost triggered me to go political. Almost.
Well, what did he say? What did he say?
He says they're Russian now.
Oh my god.
So, Spider, and me to give you an explanation. When you go to Bad Blood, it's up in Pennsylvania, in New Milford, Pennsylvania, at EMR Event Park, which is an awesome place to go. There are four factions. There are the Marxists, which are the Russians, the communists. There's Deus Ex. There are I don't know the other teams now.
Green shirts and black shirts.
Deus Ex is green shirt, isn't it? Or black shirt, isn't it? Or just
no,
Deus Ex is
multicam.
Okay.
So you have pretty much. This will go ahead and throw it out here. I'll go ahead and do it since Joker's brain dead at this point. So you have Marxist, Deus Ex, green shirts, and black shirts. They're all the name of the game is to collect Ebola samples.
Oh, I know that part. I could go over that. I just thought the other teams had names. And you also forgot the tribals too. I mean, the tribals have no team.
Tribals are tribals. There's no rhyme or reason to them. They just shoot at everyone and be happy and drink. That's all they do.
Spider, to answer your question, we're probably all gonna probably the next event that we're all gonna be able to go to. The majority of us will be Bad Blood, if it still goes on in June.
Which, knowing Tim, it will happen most likely, unless Pennsylvania says otherwise.
Yeah, Tim was on Sunday, so. But the cool thing about it is, like, Marx's has won, 5 years in a row now?
6.
6 years in a row. We're going for 7. We just...
Hold on, let me double check my facts here real quick. Let me check my facts.
Don't the Marxists just rush? That's all they do. Die and rush. Rush and die.
Yes.
Did you see my video?
Which makes sense. Rush and die. Rush, die. Russian. There's a connection there somewhere.
You get this. You see this guy. You see this guy.
I'm just saying.
But
nothing beats my rush down the center yelling cucumbers. No, cucumbers, and the black shirt's just running away.
You also fell into a tree.
I did not fall into a tree. I gracefully landed into the tree to stop my forward progress.
All I remember from his videos from Bad Blood was like, there's one guy going, "Don't stop, keep moving, run!" And all of a sudden I hear Mark say, "I'm not running. I'm too tired."
And then what I do?
And then you run. And then he graciously stumbled.
I didn't stumble.
There's nothing gracious about that. Let's go ahead and just debacle this all. And it is 5 wins, by the way. We're working on our 6. You were like a missile out of a cannon just into that tree. I'm sorry.
I was not a missile.
I don't care.
You know what? Screw you guys. I'm pulling up the video right
now. And you know what that reminds me of, in a sense, his one of his most recent Miami Airsoft videos where he's trying to churn and his body went this.
Yes, I saw that video. I
can imagine him laying on his side with one arm extended, going. Like, all life left his body. all motivation went out the window. All he was thinking about was a cheeseburger and a soda. From what's that place we go to when we go eat burgers?
Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers burger.
And then he tried to blame it on the floor. It's kind of slippery.
Oh yeah, here's where the cheating happened, where that fucking paintballer just lit me up.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yep.
Look, you know what? Y'all can kiss my ass because I was graceful with my stop. I just sat down and rested because, look, screw you all. I'm the only one up there that far for a good 2 minutes before everybody else comes slowly walking up.
Wait a minute. Time out. Oh, we knew it was 2 minutes because you literally sat down on that tree and looked for your teammates and not towards the bad guys.
Oh my god.
And that Miami Airsoft power slide you made, that was no Call of Duty slide, right?
No, the funny part of that one was when I ran into the rope thinking I was going to be able to go down into the gully. And I was like, nope, there's a rope there.
Yo.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Take the wheel, please.
That Bad Blood was definitely a different type of gameplay. I really liked how they did. Oh, there's the guy right there with the Wonder Cadet hat on or whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, battery.
Here comes Pat here comes Preacher just walking up slowly.
If you give me an inch, I'm gonna take a whole mile.
All right, I'm gonna make this full screen. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the screen share here, and when they're talking about this, you all shut the hell up, mute yourselves. I'm gonna mute myself.
Nope.
They can watch. All right, so turn on the volume. I'm gonna narrate this. Please let me narrate this. Don't mute me.
Oh, you want to narrate? Oh, I gotta do it. That's no. It's gonna screw up the thing.
Never mind. Go ahead and put the video. Then I'll say my comments after the fact.
Just to give you a little bit of key context of what they were.
That guy's not calling it again.
Joker was saying about me, just walking by.
He's down.
I was not
Move
walking. I was shooting. I went to check on him, and I was like, he's alive. And I still going.
I'm running.
Oh no, but wait a minute. You got to put the part where the guy saying run, and you're like, I'm not fucking running.
I couldn't stop.
What?
He went to the fall, directly to the fall, most likely. And then he would just.
I got hit. I put my hand up because I went to go search. He had stopped, moved up, sat down, and decided to sit my happy ass there for a minute. Or two. Wait. We're waiting for Pat still. Still no Pat.
That's fine, but the funny part is you laying there and you're breathing, bro. You need an oxygen mask. You need a.
That's what he needed, right?
Now everybody's checking out, alright? So, you all can.
Are you good?
Hey, I was
good,
right
yeah, I'm just
behind
old.
you.
No, I'm
Good.
Is that you?
6 to 10
I was
feet
gonna keep
back.
my
Is
hands
that
up. I
you,
don't wanna fall
preacher,
out.
right there, or no?
Let me.
I'm old, fat.
Preacher asks if I'm okay. So when you get to the point where he goes, "Are you okay?" I just say, "No, I'm old and fat."
He wasn't. Preacher wasn't walking. He was tactically gliding. It was a tactical glide.
I don't have enough. Thank you, battery. Thank you.
I'm gonna mute.
This is from a resident Marine that will.
He sounds so retarded.
It's because he started watching the video. He never should have watched the video.
No, he's.
So yeah, that was. See, if you watch the video, and here I'll link it for everybody else to watch right at the timestamp too, so that way they can take a look at the video. Actually, here I'll go back a little bit further. Let me see if I can find
Oh
it.
my God, Spider, you you are savage, bro. Spider, you are savage, man. You are savage.
You know, I still haven't sent out his winnings yet. I can give it to somebody else.
The chat can judge the tree falling. Oh man.
Dude, there's. I have an ouch folder set up already. Okay. I ran into a fucking bus wall.
Hey, unmute preacher. Let's see if it's fixed.
Okay.
Hey,
I
preacher.
muted myself.
No,
Oh, there you go.
I muted you.
No, he muted you.
Yeah, don't
Right.
watch the video, preacher, because it's just gonna screw your internet connection up.
I'm on my own phone internet, so I'm not even connected to anything, so I can watch it if I really, really want to.
All right, so real quick, guys, on the airsoft part. So some of us purchase. Actually, let me ask Joker first. Joker, is it okay we talked about a certain vendor that we bought a mystery box from?
Oh, I don't give a damn. I hate that guy.
Okay. I just want to make sure,
wait,
you know.
the mystery box one. Oh, which
Yeah.
one? Because I'm not too happy
From
with
the
Airsoft
G,
GI right
from
now.
yeah, that one, Airsoft GI. So so for those of you that buy mystery boxes or BOAs and stuff like that, I always bought the BOA from Evic, and I've been very, very lucky with Evic so far. Got some real high end stuff through them. Now, what was it? Last month? Was it last month? The big box 13.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I'll go into my thing in a minute, but yeah.
So some of us purchased the Airsoft GI mystery box. You know,
What the hell? Why is it saying this? Oh shit! Do I need to log in?
log into what?
Yeah, probably.
So I bought the mystery box. Actually, Assault and Battery purchased the mystery box, and I got lucky. I actually got one of the top tier weapons on the list. Even though it's not really a top tier AEG in my opinion, it was a Ares Amoeba
Yeah.
The GM or DM. What it's an AK-47 variant, but it was it's an ARAC.
Okay.
What it is. It's an AK-47 for that can take 5.56 mags. The airsoft mags, not the real thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I got lucky with that, but I've been hounding Airsoft GI because I've been getting on their case because I have never seen anybody win the big box, like the 5 guns and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
finally, after every day going on their Facebook page and asking did anybody win the box? Is this actually true? So finally, a winner got a hold of me. He hit me up on the Facebook, and then he private messaged me, and he sent me a picture of his winnings of the big box. And let me tell you something. You know all that hype that they said they're upgraded guns and this and that, da 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 da. Da?
Hmm.
According to him, it's not. It's a bunch of LCTs. There was like maybe two guns, 2 rifles there that were okay, but they overdressed it. And according to him, they told him that he can't tinker with them or anything like that because they're pre-upgraded. And then when he test fired them, it sounded normal, like no upgrades, no nothing.
So I'll go over my experience. They gave me what is it, a J and G 6621, which they call it the J&G 615. Um,
Hmm.
as we open it up, we open up the back, we take the back plate off just to put the battery in, and the clips literally break off of my hand. And the gun sounded and shot like crap. Every third to fifth shot would just go far right for no reason whatsoever. Like just do almost like it would literally go at a 45-degree angle towards the end of it. And then towards the end of it, the gun just stopped firing. It just made some really crappy sounds, and and they tried to say it was a $180 gun, but it's not. It's a $120 gun. So
Yeah,
really,
no,
Hmm.
they're giving you the MSRP price, not the actual sale price that they're selling it for.
it's not even that it's selling it for. It's like nobody's selling this gun because it's literally a piece of garbage. Now, I will say that the battery they sent was one I'd never seen before. It was big and honking and everything
Hey,
else.
time out, time out. Facebook is saying that they can't see anything. The screen is black.
Oh shit!
Joker, you're supposed to be on visual. Come on now.
And also it says meeting time. There's 6 minutes, 15
Yeah, we're
minutes
probably gonna
left.
be. Oh, there we go. It's probably gonna kick us back out again. I
All right.
switched my
Rob.
account this time, so it should work and not do that. I didn't realize that when I signed up to pay for it that it was using a different email address or whatever.
It looks like it's still black. I could be. It could
No,
be
it's just a
my.
delay. It's a delay.
All right. So and also his most upgraded gun, the on the list that they sent him, the most upgraded gun was double shooting 2 BBs at the same time. Like it was double feeding. It'll shoot normal and then go double feed. If that was, I mean, I would be mad, but at the same time, I did get 5 guns for 180 something or $200 for shipping, something like that.
Yeah.
So he could easily go on Hop Up and sell 2 or 3 of those guns and get his money back, or two
Oh
guns.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. That I mean, I get that, but it's like I
But
didn't
I
know.
would be mad. I would be disappointed, big time. I will never buy a mystery box from them again.
Yeah, same here. I did same thing with like Modern Airsoft. Modern Airsoft's gun was also one that one. So to give a warning to anybody doing mystery boxes, never use PayPal e-check. Never do that because what happens is they don't follow up, especially Modern Airsoft. So when I did my e-check purchase, um, like 10 days passed, and I was like, "Where the hell's my stuff?" So I contact them, and they're like, "Oh well, your payment didn't go through." I was like, "Yes, it is. I'm looking at it right here. The payment's through. You guys have it. Where's my stuff?" "Oh, nobody checked PayPal." "Well, do you still have any of these mystery boxes left? Because it sounds like you gave my stuff away." So what they did was they took a random gun, which was a Lancer Tactical, which I do not like Lancer Tacticals,
Was
and
that the gray one that you took to Miami Airsoft?
yep.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, no, PayPal sided with me because it was not on their list. I did not get the option for the chance to win more guns because they didn't check their stuff. So PayPal sided with me, and I got my money back.
What about the
Eventually,
gun?
they had it's back. I didn't
Oh,
want
you
it.
get.
Yeah,
Oh, you gave it.
yeah. That was the requirement that PayPal. They weren't going to give me my money back, and then PayPal sided with me. And they said you have to send it back. I was like, "Here's your piece of shit." And I'm probably going to do the same thing with. I'm probably going to do the same thing with the one I got from Airsoft GI because the gun doesn't work. And their response was, "Oh, we'll send you a new butt plate." No, how about you give me a gun that's not broken? How about you just give me store credit and I'll buy something else? You don't want to do any of that? Okay, I'll talk with my wallet. You know.
Yeah, on that note, even though I did talk good stuff about Evic, I do have I'm very disappointed with EMG though, with their manufacturing side.
Yes.
Let me show you. Let me show you the biggest piece of crap, the most expensive piece of crap I ever encountered.
And a note on Airsoft GI, guys. Online might be an issue, but in store, I mean, you're gonna get some very good guys that know what they're doing. It's the people who are not involved with players themselves that respond to these things and go like, no. So don't think that this is just a Airsoft GI as a whole, both in store and online. I think what they're saying is more so it's online, more so than it's being just in store. I know 4 guys from Airsoft GI who are great guys, and I'm about to go to. If all works out, I'm going to head up to Fold with them to play. I am on my phone because I'm not like y'all. It was not prepped.
Well, it's not. 3 minutes later.
All right. So real quick, while he's on timeout,
2 minutes, and we have to re-upload it again.
here it is. The biggest disappointment ever encountered. The Hudson.
Oh, that's what you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
$209. He's still coming in broken and unreadable.
I'm not gonna fight you on this because I actually like the gun, but
I muted him.
So what do you want to do after this minute and 13? You gonna restart it?
So you can talk about the Hudson.
All right. So
let's do this. Before you start talking about that, let me just go ahead and restart it. And then that way it'll be quicker that way.
Stop muting me.
We're restarting. All right. Mia, I'll answer your question when everybody gets back in. Remember to change your name.
Yep.
Okay. We don't know if Preacher's gonna get back in.
He was like, he almost sounded like those old Chinese movies. You will going.
Let me set up the thing here.
Is YouTube still running?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's still running. I didn't shut it down. What the heck? All right. There we go. Close. All right. We should not have the problem this time of me running out of time.
And if it does run out of time, it's probably because maybe I have to upgrade and he has to upgrade also.
No, I put everybody in
So what is it, like $14.99 for the whole year?
for a month.
Oh, it's a monthly thing?
Yeah. That's why I want to find something else. Mike, change your name. Okay.
Hey, y'all. Sorry, I was checking on something with my grandmother.
No problem. We had to cancel you out anyway. So, all right. Before you go into your thing there, Yordi, Mia asked, "Do you guys use snipers?"
Hell no.
I do. Mia.
Me personally, no, I don't have the patience for it. Although I'm sure I'd be good at it because I have good aim to begin with and all that. I just don't. I don't have the patience to sit there and wait.
Let's put it this way. This is what I use, guys. The ASG CZ805A2.
Hold on, it's not showing up.
Okay, how about now? So this is the ASG CZ805A2 version, which is the shorter barrel. But I love this thing. I used to run M4. Now I pretty much run this until I get my M18, MK18 that I'm probably going to end up getting here shortly.
Yeah, though, Mia, I use a sniper. I used SSG-24. Right now, I have it in stock configuration, the 150 spring with a regular hop-up arm using 0.46 gram BBs. I did add.
Somebody's rich.
I did add, kind of. I did add the Novrich suppressor and stuff like that. I did also order when I purchased SSG-24 the 170 spring and the heavy hop-up arm. So, and hopefully, I'm probably going to still be using 0.46. I might go up to 0.49s, but let me tell you something. I had Sentinel of Airsoft shoot it. My buddy Assault One shot it, and several of the guys from that went to Route 7 Airsoft, they shot it, and they were extremely happy with it.
Do you know what speed bolt is? What me asked next.
Okay, so do you know what a speedbolt is? No, but you can enlighten me. What is it? Is that like a brand? Is that a?
My guess is a speedbolt will probably be to the actual bolt you're pulling back.
Yeah, Mia, I got into
or the actual pull bar itself.
Mia, I got into sniping.
I muted him again.
I gotta. Yeah, he's still going.
He's gonna Wi-Fi, man.
Again, Mia, I got into airsoft sniping roughly about 5 or 6 months ago, and it was natural to me. Like, I love it. I'm still running around. I'm still moving. Like, I'm not just sitting in the back. If anything, I'm going more as it's more my sniping gear, my setup is my recce setup. You know, my recon setup. I move, I go in the front lines, and I find the enemy, and I call it in. If I have the shot, I'm gonna take it. But that thing does shoot lasers. I mean, it was shooting far, like way further than my AEG.
Of course it is, because of how much more strength's behind it. But I'll tell you what, my PCC-9 there, that bad boy shoots 250 feet. I'm happy with that.
Now, on a second note, I don't know if any of you guys have the experience of shooting the DAS, GBLS, the DDR-15 or GDR. I'm sorry, the GDR-15. The really expensive South Korean AEG with a bolt that costs like $1,750, $1,750. I was honored or graciously honored to shoot one of those, and that definitely shoots far than an upgraded compared to an upgraded AEG. I mean, that thing shoots real far. I was very surprised. So that DAS it'll definitely put Umbrella Armory a run for their money. I am going to say that the trigger. I am definitely going to say that the trigger is really heavy, though, heavier than the real steel stuff.
Okay.
I just shared Assault and Battery's YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you.
But so tell us about your disappointment.
Oh, this piece of bleep.
If you don't want it, I'll have it. I'll take it from you.
All right, so how does this come into my hand? So this was on a box of awesomeness from evic.com. I was very stoked. This came with it also came paired with, I believe, a SEMA M4 style rifle. The damn SEMA performed better, and you guys want to know why? Because it actually works. This thing broken. So what was broken is the magazines. Um, it came defective from the factory. Um, I actually ordered another mag from Evic and also came defective. It won't hold gas. I don't know what's going on. These are brand new. It won't hold the gas. It'll leak. So hopefully one of these days I'll be able to go to Assault's house. I'm going to take these mags apart and we're going to reinforce them and try to see if we can stop the leak. But right off the shelf. And then I had another buddy of mine that actually paid $209. He actually purchased this thing and it came broken. So
Yeah, when it comes down to this, it's the airsoft industry is sort of, especially like gun manufacturers and stuff like that. They're sort of lucky because it's not like some other industries I'm in where there's so much word of mouth and everything else that could destroy reputation quickly. Um, Airsoft's kind of new in a sense with putting out information like that. So a lot of companies get away with putting out garbage because they just won't send it to the people that are reviewing it. Like if
I,
they
I I get it, dude, but the thing is, it's airsoft. It's the same internals. That's the thing. That is the same exact internal from the other EMG guns. I looked at my DS 2011, and then I looked at my EMG blue. I don't know if you remember the blue when it came out with the DS 2011, that upgraded looking Glock thing, the blue,
yeah
the
Hmm.
BLU. And I looked inside this damn thing, and it's the same exact thing as the blue. The only thing different is the magazine, the way the magazine is shaped and built. So I don't want to hear from the manufacturers that crap. That is low quality. That should have been inspected. They should have put gas in there, fired it a couple times, and leave and put gas and leave it inside. I bet all they did was put it together, lubed it, and just packaged without testing.
I would not be surprised if there's a lot less testing that's going on before stuff goes out, just because of the stuff that I've seen. Um, but it's like that's one of the problems that always goes with gas is that you have the potential for just leaks and seal leaks and everything else all over the place.
Yeah, and on the same
Yeah.
token, it's a $209. It's a pistol that's worth more than $150. If something's worth more, in my opinion, in airsoft, if a pistol's worth more than $100, there should be there should be some quality control. And imagine if I'm a kid that saw this thing, and the dad, it's a big gun guy, and he sees this thing. You know what, this will be cool for my son. He purchased this for his son's birthday or Christmas or whatever. Hey son, let's go play airsoft, and they put gas on this thing and it doesn't work. How do you think that kid's going to feel? How do you think I would feel as a father paying $209 and come
Mm.
out of the boxing and it doesn't work? I'd be livid.
Just from, and since we're on the topic of e-bike and gas guns, I ordered a shotgun from e-bike and I've ordered a GBBR from e-bike. I've had good results. They were both upwards of 200 plus. I got the GBBR was a GHK G5, and then the Jag Arms scattergun, one of the scatterguns, and I had good quality control with
No,
them.
and what I'm saying is that on the Hudson, on that platform, they should have done a better
Mm,
job. I own a DS 2011, the training weapon, the $860 something dollar one, the really expensive one. I won that one on my first BOA, my first box of awesomeness. I got that thing, and that was ever since that gun came out. I think that was what, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago,
three.
something like that. 3 years ago. Till
Mm,
this day, I never had a failure with that training pistol with a DS 2011. That's the only pistol on my arsenal that I can literally say it's I can beat it, mistreat it, and it's still gonna work. But two hundred
mm.
and nine dollars for a brand new gun and it's not working out of the box.
Yeah, that would piss me off very much. I've had that problem before. So Mia said that a speed bolt is you push it back instead of lifting it up and pulling it back.
Let me see. A speedball is you push it back in the. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
And it looks like she could also use an M4 mag. So what did you have, an adapter on that, Mia?
That's
Yep.
that's
There
that's
are
cool.
adapters.
Yeah, that
I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna say that's cool, Mia, and all that. But the reason why I got the SSG 24 is for the realism. You know, the whole going up, pulling back, and then bringing it forward and pushing down. I like realism.
I don't. I like pew pew fast.
That's you. But for people who want adapters for their sniper rifle to take M4 mags, which I cannot imagine people doing that except House Gamers did it. He actually 3D printed a whole mag adapter for his, I think it was his VSR, for his VSR 10 with SSG parts into it. I think he put, no, he didn't put full thrust into it, did he? No, but he did. He put a short stroke on there. He put a mag adapter for an M4 mag, 180 rounder. And I was just kind of like, that's just ugly. Like when I think of a sniper rifle, I think of the M40A1,
A2.
A2. Thank you. I think of that, and that's a beautiful gun.
I know it's a Marine Corps sniper. Hi.
Who was the
Double dog quiet.
Who was the guy that was using that 50 cal sniper at Bad Blood? That thing looks stupid.
Doug, was he wearing a kill?
The silverback?
I think so.
It's called a silverback or something like that.
No, he wasn't using silverback SRS. That's a beautiful gun. No one can diss on that. That's a beautiful gun. I've been shot by it. It's a beautiful gun.
No, this guy had one that it just looked retarded.
It literally looked like a $50 POS that you could get at a regular airsoft shop. That the POS section that they have at their shops, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it was something else.
It was black shirts, wasn't it?
What are you guys' thoughts on? No, he was on. The guy I saw was on Marxist.
Oh God.
What does he mean? What are our thoughts on M4 players? I love the M4 platform.
Okay, people. I love M4s. I have a CAA M4. I love it. It is a versatile platform. If I can speak English, that'd be great. But it is a beautiful platform, and it's a lot more
modular
built for you. Exactly. Thank you. You can literally do whatever you want to it to make it your own. Like, I'm pretty much going to just keep the outerwear for my M4, save for some accessory pieces. But other than that, I'm going to open it up and see what I can do to it to make it go faster.
For me, I love anything that has a trigger on it, honestly.
Yeah.
So, I have some of my guns that's up behind me. So that right there is my baby. That's my first upgraded gun. It's actually got the nice Players Wanted logo etched into it. So that's my M4. But I also have the gold ARP9, which I'm going to be turning into a nice DSC system. And then my current primary, which is the PCC9, which has been fully upgraded by Stampede. That thing's a machine. So, and those are both 9mm mags. I do have some other M4 as well. The good thing about it is that, most people run M4, so it's a lot easier on the field. If you run out of ammo, toss me a mag, slap it in. So there's that.
And sorry, go ahead.
Well, if you're going on the M4 stuff, I was going to switch topics because something Mia said.
Yeah. This is more for just people who want a good gun but also want a good battery, and I pray they see this so that they can sponsor us. Get Titan. I beg of you. This battery will last you forever. I brought 2 to Bad Blood just in case if one ran out. Granted, mine's connected to Dean's, which makes it a little bit more powerful, but I digress. But it is a great battery, and it runs. I mean, this one. Where's my seat?
Aren't the Falcons more expensive now than the Titans?
No.
Yes, it is. No, it is. I double checked it.
Yeah, I saw that last week. I noticed that the Falcon, the competition for Titan, are more expensive.
But this is a 10C battery. But it's a 7.4 26 MAH. but it goes off a 10C. And what's beautiful about this is the battery won't die. It will literally just go on forever. I love it.
The cells, but the cells will die. The
Eventually,
cells,
yes. But
no,
it's a longer lasting battery.
I had a buddy of mine. His actually, if Sentinel of Airsoft is still on the chat, he can more light. One of our teammates, his Titan battery failed, and
Spider. I had the same issue with that. I still have the battery here. It's the connection that they have for one of the connections does not stay fully inside. So what you actually have to do is you should tape the connection, especially if you have a dual cell. If you have if you have a nunchuck style, you have to tape up the one, because if there's any sort of stress that's on that, it could pull out the connection.
Sentinel of Airsoft is asking, do any of us buy Vulcan products? I'm gonna admit I did when I first started playing.
I don't buy their guns, but I do buy their BBs and their gas.
BBs, gas, goggles.
Oh, and the goggles too, yeah. Their goggles are some of the best for no fogging if you rip the foam off.
Exactly. I have the shooter style goggles with the little strap in the back. Tim kind of complained at me for having those on and wanted me to put on the face mask. I said no.
No, the same one.
We're not going to be bad-mouthing Tim. Tim is doing a lot of cool.
I love Tim. I love Tim. He's a great owner. But I was just kind of like, I like my goggles. They were full seal. And I was not about to go run back to my car before game start and go grab my face mask. So I played.
I use the Oakley ballistic M frames, the 3.0s with a Helo kit. That's all I use.
You also got those from the Marine Corps.
Yes.
I want those, but those are $300 something, which.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You can get them right now on US. Well, no, you're not going to be able to get it on US standard issue. Never mind.
Because I don't have a military service code.
I'll see if I can get you one. It's a lot cheaper than that. A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll get with you later.
All right, good. I mean, I would love some if it's affordable and I can get it when I actually get a job.
Sentinel is saying he has their Falcons BBs, but issues feeding in guns. Well, Sentinel, what guns are they having issues with? Like, what guns are you using those BBs on?
Well, as he goes to answer that, I'll tell you that I personally have had some. It depends on the time. Honestly, I think it depends on the weight of the BBs. Oh, stop it! You want it up.
The puppy.
She's been wanting. I think it depends on the weight of the BB. Depends on what their quality level is. Like, I haven't had any issues with .28s or .3s, but I had some issues with their 2s and their 3s. And
2.5s is a good one to grab on the weight scale for Vulcan.
The ones that for their standards. Now their tracer BBs, their 2.5s seem to work just fine. But I wish that Vulcan would make larger sizes of 2.8s and 3s and tracers, because I need my tracers, especially for MA.
Yeah, and we also need more competition. Like, we need more indoor fields in Florida.
Oh yes, we do. Are you laughing at the dog?
I'm laughing at the dog and the indoor fields, because I thought you had 8 indoor fields down there?
No, we have
Miami.
One.
We have one. Oh, he's saying the VFC 416, ANG, and Polar Star. Well, what weight be? Oh, they were 2.5. No, dude, that's way too light for that guy.
Explode.
That's way too light. You need like .30s, easy.
Or go 3.2s just for the safety.
Yeah, that's all I use. I use 3.0s and 3.2s on my AGs. That's all I use. Never had an issue.
Mia, I want one for my truck. Mia's asking, what are your guys' opinion on the electric Evo M31 Gatling style minigun?
If you get that for your truck, we are going to have fun. You have to understand this. We're taking your truck to Milsom West, and we're going to have fun.
Yeah, so we're actually, as soon as I have my settlement come in from my for the flooding of my house, I am buying a bus and we're gutting it and we're turning it into the battle bus.
Yes.
Make sure that thing is 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
I don't think they have. Well, I don't know if the buses are 4-wheel drive or not. But
They
Some are.
got-
as long as you get the ones that are like the anteater style, the one that has the engine that goes out, not the flat style one, they're jacked up enough and you should be okay.
Oh, are you gonna get the short bus?
No.
Just for you, buddy. That's gonna be your bus.
Well, we
Actually,
have to get him some crayons first before we get him the short bus.
Red.
We already got patch for the battle bus like design.
Red. I want red crayons, Crayolas, please.
Yeah, because what I was gonna do it was when it comes down to the battle bus, it's we're gonna have at least 4, and we're gonna name them after the Golden Girls
Why?
because they're usually older vehicles. They're gold, and so yeah.
and it's a money pit, so they're diggers.
Oh.
There you go. Trifecta right there.
I leave no comment on that.
Oh, here I'm gonna share it up to the I'm gonna share it for everybody to see. That's gonna be our patch. Rose is our first one.
Speaking of patch, you need to send me one.
Alright, is this working? Maybe? Okay, are you guys back? Alright, I don't know if you all can see me yet. I'm going to try getting those guys back inside of the Zoom. Evidently, my dog unplugged the Ethernet. What the hell? Alright, I'll end the other meeting and just start a new one. Alright. Let me know if you all can see me in chat. Okay, thanks guys. Sorry about this. My dog actually unplugged the Ethernet cable.
What happened?
The dog undid the Ethernet cable is what happened.
There we go.
Oh man. People were, what happened? I was like, I have no clue.
I was like,
We can it blacked out, and I wanted to say, I'm like, I guess Mark's wife said no more.
Yeah.
All right, let me put this over here so people can see us now. And
We're back.
almost. I gotta close the other.
So
screen.
before we go live, we should talk about more airsoft stuff.
Yes, I
You know
agree.
you know they can hear you guys just fine, right?
Oh, if they're
They
still
just
on
can't
there.
see
What's
you.
up, y'all?
We should talk. Let's talk some more trash about other people. Yeah, guys, we're live.
I did say airsoft.
There, all right, we're back up on screen and all that. That was so. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Why is? And I was about to lose my shit because let me tell you, yesterday upgrading to gig internet was a pain in the ass. Now, part of it was my own fault because I did not realize that I had a switch and not a router attached. And then one of my buddies goes, "Are you sure you don't have a switch?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was not happy.
Yeah, guys, let's just go ahead and clap for Joker real quick.
Joker needs to apologize first of all
For what?
for killing the stream.
Exactly.
No. That big ball of fluff right there is the one that killed the internet.
Yo, what are those toes? Hold on, I gotta go reload. Be right back.
Ugh. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
But back on the airsoft topic, guys.
What'd you miss,
Any
Spider?
other?
You missed my dog taking out the internet. That's what you missed.
Yep. Any other questions, airsoft related, guys? We're happy to answer any questions at this point.
Oh man, Mia, where are you located at? Somebody reported my comment.
Which comment?
Oh, just the one where I said I was talking about. Give me 1 second. Where I was commenting about the COVID-19 stuff and saying something about somebody being invested.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. All right.
What have you missed? You missed absolutely nothing.
Since somebody killed the stream.
I did not. The dog did it.
Oh yeah, blame the dog. Blame the innocent little puppy on the
That's
ground.
exactly what it was. It's the jack is right here on the wall, and I'm like, so I was looking. I was like, how is this connected? And I was like looking at all my stuff. I was like, ooh. I reached over, sure enough,
Right.
I pushed it in.
So Mia Khalifa wants our opinion on the VFC Humorous HK417D. So my opinion on that, Mia, is I wish I had one to give an opinion.
Exactly. First glance, I look at it. I know a couple players who have it. They love it. I wish I had it and wish I could play with it. To be honest, that would be probably a gun I would take the most milsims, if not just play regularly with. But again, I can't give a true opinion on it just because I don't own it.
Would you convert that over to HPA?
One of the few guns I would actually convert to HPA, yes.
All right. Spider Savior says, what type of airsoft player do you dislike the most? Fucking cheaters.
Calm down. Let's go ahead and just give a particular subgroup of cheaters.
All of them.
Shut up. So me personally, and I'm not saying this to just diss these group of players, because there are some great players. Speed softers and milsim events kind of just detract from a lot of this.
Like that one player that we had a problem with at Bad Blood?
Yes. Especially that fucking Joker. I might have to find another alternate source of communicating with you all because my AirPods are dying.
You got both of them? You got both of them on at the same time?
Put one in
Yes.
You just use one. Yeah, you put the
yeah. All right, Mom.
Jeez. You're not even my real dad.
Shut up.
Type of airsoft player I dislike. I will honestly have to say I hate somebody that's not a team player.
Thank you. That's also one of my
Especially
things.
especially when we have a plan of attack and it's not even 20 minutes into it and they're already gone. Like,
Like Johnny Rambo and people like that.
yeah, I hate that. That's the whole point of that's why I like Milsim. The whole point of me going to a Milsim event is to kind of get back to that, just to get a taste of that military training that I miss or that I used to do. Team, synchronization. Everybody's synchronized. Everybody has a mission. You know, and you go. I hate it when just somebody right off the bat just um breaks and go do his own thing. Wait, give it an hour, give it 2 hours. Let's feel the game, and then if it's not a fun game, then you make it fun. But
Exactly.
I hate that's the type of player I dislike the most, honestly. A cheater I don't mind because I'll just keep shooting you until you call it. So copious amount of pain will you will feel.
Exactly.
So my truly what I dislike is people that are just going to play the game to get kills and not playing for whatever objective there is. I
Yeah,
mean, if
there you
the
go.
objective is to kill, um, is team deathmatch, that's a different story. But we play at MA all the time, and it's really funny because a lot of the guys don't play for the objective, and it's like, well, you lost. They go, no, we did. We shot you a bunch of times. It's like the objective wasn't to shoot everybody. The objective was to get the center light, and I got the center light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, the so the but the secondary thing is I really really despise cheaters, and I don't like putting up a lot of cheater videos, but I love exposing them when I do. So it's like I don't make it like a bunch of things of just cheaters. It's like I'm doing it because I'm targeting one specific person that's cheated multiple times.
Yeah, white
Exactly.
dye mask.
White dye mask. Oh my
Yes.
fucking god.
And let me go back to my statement. It's not that I dislike speed softers. I think they're fun to have an aspect of the game with regular gameplay. They give a little bit of joy for when they actually kind of fall down and fail on some of their runs. It gives me a
Yeah.
little bit of comedy. But within like what you said, Battery, within Milsim play, they are kind of that player that will want to go off and do Johnny Rambo things,
It's not
and
that you have to
that's
go
not
for.
kosher to me.
It's
Am
not.
I the only one that's weirded out by a wall talking to us?
I know,
Shut
right?
up! I'm putting away laundry. There,
um,
you happy now,
yeah,
jackasses?
Yeah.
supposed to be on camera.
But while I'm talking, thank you very much, Joker. But I think he's gonna mute me
I
here
love,
in a sec,
I
guys.
love the little the starry print above him.
Love the blinds.
I've never
All right,
won.
jackasses. Fine, I'll put my laundry away later since y'all want to
No,
be
no, you're good,
jackasses.
dude. We're just
I know.
we're
Oh, no, no, no,
we're
no, no,
breaking
no,
we're
no, no. You're
breaking
good.
your
You're good.
balls. We're
I
breaking
know.
your balls. Relax.
But
I
but
don't
now
like
as far as
I don't like
for
speed
like,
softers in Milsim events because a lot of times they're not actually doing they're not playing a Milsim. They're doing what they want to do speed soft wise in the middle of like tactical moves. Like that kid, he was also wearing a white dye mask. Um,
yep,
he sprayed the hell.
God, that pisses me off.
It's in that video. I'm sitting there, I'm going, I'm hit, 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 hit. Jesus Christ, I'm hit. Because they just kept shooting. It's like, how much more ways do I have to
Oh,
say hit?
oh yeah, that's another one that's another airsoft type player, whether it be speed soft or milsim. Like they have clear line of sight of you, sight picture sight alignment. I mean, they got you dead on, and they see that they hit you, and you call hit right away, and you pull your dag rag out, and you got your gun down, or you got both hands up with your gun up like this, and they're still shooting at you, like
Yeah.
still like 10, 15 seconds, they're still going at it, and then they wonder why I'm gonna run up to you and I'm gonna put you in the hospital.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did
Give
you
me
guys
1 second, guys. I'm just gonna put myself on mute. You guys can go ahead.
have you guys seen the video of the kid in Georgia that lit the guy up? That lit, like the three guys that the three kids that lit up the Milsom guys.
No, no. I mean, I've.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Twix was his name. That's right.
I also don't like the freak. I forgot these two guys' name. They're on YouTube. It's a decent sized channel too, but they do a little bit of clickbaiting, which is fine. You know, clickbait to me, clickbaiting is fine. You know, you do what you got to do. But when they're playing indoor and they're saying like, "Hey, call your hit. Hey, I got you. I got you. I got you," and then clearly before they shot, they got hit, and you can clearly hear, you can see the BB, you can hear the BB hit them, and they're not calling it. But yeah, they're screaming at another person to call their hit. I'm gonna research. I'm gonna look for them again, and I'm gonna post it up. I think
wait
those
for
guys.
Oh, Preacher's not going to be able to see it unless I try doing it by window capture again. I'm going to try doing it screen capture and see.
But
Because this is a good one for everybody to talk about. So hold on a second.
hey, Mia, in Russia, do you guys have a FPS limit, or is it like America? You know, certain fields can let you go crazy on the FPS limit on the joules. I don't know if you guys go by FPS or joules. Over here on most um, Milsim events for riflemen, it's a 1.55 or 1.56 joules, something like that. And for snipers, is 3.6 joules.
5.6 for riflemen.
Okay. Preacher's back. All right, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this screen, and then we're gonna talk about this video because there's a lot to unpack in this video, and I'm gonna pause it at each spot. So for those,
Is this the one in Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting talking session.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen it multiple times on multiple different social media platforms. It was bad.
Why is it not capturing the window? Hold on one second, guys.
I see Twix Airsoft Mag Dump.
Okay, you do see it?
Yeah, it says Kyler's POV.
All right, it's not. I don't think they can see it on. Hold on, let me just create another thing over here.
Is this wait? This is the same group of players that pull out of the ref too, right? Or the owner?
Yeah. This is
Okay, yeah. This is the bad one that I think everyone needs to look at and know that this is not what you're supposed to do. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Okay, so by the way, Gringo, I like your beard. Spider.
Well, thank you.
All right, so we're gonna go over this video. It's gonna be through three different perspectives. I should probably do it in chronological order, but it's gonna be a little bit backwards. So.
All right, they can see it on YouTube now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I did this. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
All right, I'm gonna restart it.
What the fuck, bro? Stop it! What the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck, bro? Let go of my gun! No, you're shooting.
So I want to start off with that three guys, like this guy comes charging and knocks the kid down. So you think it's really bad.
Let go of my gun! No, you're Let go of my gun! Let go of my gun! Let go of my gun! No, now you can't! Shooting me! Let go of my fucking
And on a
gun,
sidebar, that kid, I'm sorry, but that owner should have taken his gun and broken it and then called the cops at that point.
Let's start here because this is actually where the video begins. They edited it the other way on purpose. So here's where the video actually begins.
Remember, no rushing. Who was it? Not me. Who was it? Dude, what the
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, he got shot from the back. He turns around.
Actually, so you saw that part. Let me just jump to the other
Right.
spot.
Was the guy that got shot in the back out, or was he still in play?
You don't know what's going on with that, but here, so you saw that. So this is how they put it. They essentially put things in almost reverse order. So here's where it actually all started. So I just want to show it first. So this little dipshit, I don't like. So as you can see, that guy is the one that's shot, right?
Yeah.
And then listen, he actually says, "I don't give a shit."
We don't give a fuck anymore. This game is
Now, yeah, go ahead.
So the Milsim guy turns around, has a pump shotgun, and shoots the kid once. Even though the kid was right, it wasn't him. But the fact is that he gets shot, and if you look, he's got his gun up and pointed at him. You know, it's like, where is it? You know, I would if I just got shot in the back and this little bastard has his gun pointed at me. Yeah, like that. You hear 2 hits, and then you got this kid pointing a gun at you. More than likely, that's the person that did it. So, one pump of a Springer shotgun is really not going to hurt that much. And then he unloads.
And unloads an HPA system M4, which hurts like hell. And mag dunks him. Sorry, you're not making a strong case for yourself.
Stop. No, you don't. No, you don't, dude. Don't do that. Don't shoot him. Just put the gun down.
I see a pump shotgun on the ground.
And then, if you saw, that little shit just went over and shot him. Now he reloads his gun.
You're gonna get hurt. You better not shoot me. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, see, I'm sorry.
Get off me.
It's wrong. I would have. Man, it's just I'm not gonna Monday quarterback this. I don't know. I know my temper. That kid's gun will probably be broken in half or chugged 100 feet up in the air and probably broken by the time it lands.
Yeah.
And to that kid, man, like.
Oh, it gets worse.
I want to be the bigger person and say I will probably talk to the field owner and try to get the contact information of the parents or something. Now, if that kid was over the age of 18.
No, he's 15. He was 15.
Yeah, see, I won't be able to lay hands on it. I'll end up killing the guy.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. So you have all that. You have them mag-dumping multiple times, right? And then you get shitty little Quinn here who comes in. He's the one that starts it. Quinn's the one that starts it.
Well, that with this video alone that he loaded, the field owner should ban. Everybody should ban this kid from the field.
All 3 of them.
They remind me of a certain.
Here's the thing I'm talking about. First off, this kid's a stupid ass for having a high cap. But when he does this thing, where is it? Right about here. Look at that kid in the background. That's getting lit up by Quinn, who did nothing wrong. By the way, his scope shot out. But see that little kid gets hit. Nobody. If I was on the field that day, I would be taking their fucking guns. I'd be ripping them out.
Yeah, but then you got a lawsuit in your hand.
I don't give a shit. It's stopping an assault. See, they all think it's
Do it again.
Yeah, until they're funny right now. Until the adults come in, their parents will be like, "Oh my God, I'm a kid. Oh, that's a kid. What are you doing? You can't touch my kid."
You have to understand that in assault, it's regardless of what his claim was. There was a call of ceasefire on that field during that incident, and they did that. That is considered assault. I'm sorry, but that's what they can be charged as an adult.
Those damn kids need some fucking discipline. Oh, sorry, they need some discipline in their life, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna need. Some discipline. Some good old discipline.
Let go of me. He's the one who shot me first.
No, they need military school for that.
No.
There's no parent.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video. That's insane. These guys should be.
That guy's the owner of the field.
Again, and you're
The guy with the mask?
Yeah.
He's the one who shot me first.
Watch this shit.
Let go of me.
Oh, so he shoots
He's
the
the one
owner.
who shot me first.
Yes.
You fucking fat retard.
Yeah. Get the fuck off my field.
Oh,
Yes, he
good
even
on
a
you,
barrel
owner.
sock too.
Good owners.
He didn't even have a barrel sock.
No, I like how the owner just grabbed his gun and just slapped it out of the way.
You just
fucking shot me.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for telling me. I'm so surprised.
Kid's parents are lucky he didn't sue.
But really, I shot.
If I was a field owner, I would have grabbed the parents' info and charge them.
Put your barrel sock.
I don't have a fucking barrel saw.
Then why are you fucking here playing?
There, whoop-de-doo, now get off.
That's a barrel sock, really?
Oh my god.
That is not a barrel sock.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, I will walk you out. You're not controlling a
Get
gun in
off.
my facility.
Get the fuck
I
off.
would have ripped the GoPro off of his head too.
Where Where were the refs at this when the whole?
The safety of everybody
No,
else.
you're not. This is my property.
Yes, and I'm walking out.
The big guy didn't do a damn thing. I'm sorry.
Get the fuck off.
Come on.
He doesn't get paid
We're
enough
leaving.
to do
Get
it.
off.
It's not even a matter about being paid enough. You play airsoft too, and you see this happen.
Oh, and he flicked off the owner. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I wanted to go over that was just to, stop share. So that entire video, oops, let me go back to this. There we go. That one always bothers me because, you don't want an armchair quarterback or anything else. I get it. Neither do I really. But there's like so much wrong with that video that, I was watching some other commentary on it, and people are like, "Oh, well, the guy that charged and knocked the kid down, that's assault." It's like, no, it's in Georgia that's ending an assault because even though we're there willingly to get shot with plastic BBs, you're going. It's what's it called?
Malicious intent.
It's
Yes.
not just malicious intent. You have when you're going to play airsoft on a field like that, you have an assumed amount of behavior that's going to happen. Because you're already accepting the fact that you're going to get hit with plastic BBs. However, the level at which that they were mag dumping and everything else, which violated rules, was not a level of expectation for that sort of event. So the kids were committing assault.
And on top of that, it was a ceasefire. The game ended, so they were going outside the scope of you're not supposed to get shot. So at that point, that is an assault.
And the great thing is like this kid posted this video.
Exactly. The idiot posted the video.
It's sort of like the guy that fought Mammy that got Mammy's face, posted a video of showing that he was 100% wrong, and I was laughing hysterically on this because the guy was at fault. So one of the guys we play with, he comes up behind this other guy. He shoots him 3 times. The guy has tracers on. Shoots at Mammy 4 times, misses every shot because you can see where all the tracers went. Then turns around and shoots Mammy 3 times in the back. And the only thing Mammy said that was bad was, "Hey, Jorge." Hey, Jorge. Which, correct my
Profiling.
correct my Spanish, but that's not a bad. I mean, well, Mammy.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad word. It's just a name. It's a noun. Jorge.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the guy starts calling him like a fucking child and everything else, and it's like, and then later on, they trade, and Mammy's like, he tells Mammy, "Call your hit," and Mammy's already walking out. You can see him clearly walking out of everything.
Yeah. And that's when Miami's like, "What'd you say? I call my hits."
And then he called him and then the other jackass called him a faggot, and that was.
Yeah, all hell broke loose at that
All
point.
hell broke loose, and the guy posted a video. It's like, "You're wrong here. He's only wrong after you came off the field and he started yelling at you again."
Exactly.
That's one downside to our local field, though, is that they don't do enough to curtail cheating or behaviors. Even if you show them a video, it has to be so crystal clear and that they can see on that small screen that the person's cheating for them to do something. Even after, I take the video home, I edit it, bring in my laptop, and show them, "Hey, look, here it is. Here's the gameplay, unedited. Here it is, zoomed in. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. It's about the bottom dollar, y'all.
So it's like they take extreme measures at times, but like White Dye Mask team, it's like I kept going up to Nacho say, "How many times I got to report these guys, dude?"
Yeah, but those other guys that come in force on Thursdays?
Well, yeah, but we always take them down.
Probably.
No, yeah, I mean they show up again. It's about at the end of the day, it's about making money. What's going on a second note, Miami Airsoft? What's going on with Palm Beach Airsoft? Are they going to finally open that or no?
I have a feeling what's going to happen is that if Danny is smart, he would definitely take advantage of the payroll protection plan, and they also have the $10,000 forgivable loan as well. So if I was
but that don't mean nothing though. He needs how much are they? Where is he trying to open? Because it all depends on the square footage.
Oh, he's
on the
already
square
got
foot.
He's already got the location. It's 2 stories.
Okay.
It's in Lantana. So they already got their design. They already got. I mean, they started construction. They started building stuff out. but the fire marshal's involved and all that shit, and
Yeah.
who knows how much work they're getting done with this is down. But I mean, if I was him, I would definitely be taking advantage of it. Have the guys in there working, staying 6 feet apart, getting paid, and having my payroll covered.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. No, I would do the. Yeah.
Mia, they make us sign waivers here in the U.S. as well, um, but the thing is, you don't sign away your rights to be assaulted. So a lot of those waivers can be tossed out because of
It's not legally binding.
um,
It's not notarized either.
no, they're not legally binding. Well, a lot of them can be legally binding in court, where it gets them out of a lot of it, but it doesn't. Those waivers, you cannot sign away your rights not to be defrauded. You cannot sign away your rights to be assaulted
Yeah.
or harmed, and there's an expectation to not be mag dumped, especially on a field that has these rules. So if somebody's violating the rules if somebody else is violating the rules that they agreed and signed to, then that person could still be arrested, which should have happened. I would love if I was on that field that day. I don't give a damn about the ref or not. I would have just disconnected the kid's line and snatched their guns away. I don't give a shit. They'll be lucky if I was the one mag dumped. They'd be lucky if their guns weren't smashed to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What do you guys feel on fields allowing HPA and AGs play at the same time? HPA is such OP. It's overpowered that I would if I was a field owner. Honestly, this is just me as a player. I wouldn't want HPA and AGs to play on the same field. I'll do like an HPA day or a AG day. No, Milsim, different story. Milsim,
Exactly.
I'll let it ride.
Everyday gameplay, for me and I got into an incident with an HPA player, which was more of an accident on my part more than his, and he felt really bad about it. To give you guys a little bit of background, I was playing at X Zone up in VA, and the guy was chill. We did a bunch of trades back and forth. We were in a CQB area, and his gun was a little bit too hot for it, but the minimum engagement distance for him, there was really none, just because his was underneath the limit for that minimum engagement. We were trading, we were going back and forth, we were missing each other, and then he all of a sudden got me in the head, and the guy was like, "You're bleeding." I'm like, "Where?" He pointed at the top of my head. I had a stream of blood coming down my face. He cracked my helmet and pushed it up enough to hit me in the forehead, and he felt bad. And the ref pulled me off and got me cleaned up because they had a professional EMT on staff at that field. So it goes to the point where there's a bridge to have HPA, and if you're going to do regular gameplay with it, put it down below your average, well below your max field limit.
Yeah, because of the jewel creep, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been shot at close range with HPA, and definitely not fun.
So, the way I think about it is that if you're doing HPA and on any field, is that the limits need to be lower than what it is for
Rifleman.
for AEG, hands down.
Yeah.
I have no issues with going up against HPA. I do not like going up against a lot of speed softers when they're HPA and they're able to chrono at the same rate as say AEG, because you're just getting lit the hell up. I mean,
exactly.
At Miami Airsoft, there was a day where I was dead. I was saying dead man, had both hands up, walked around the corner with both heads up, say dead man, and the guy literally came around and lit me up on a half circle, and I was like, what the is your problem?
Because they're speed softer. Remember, speed softers shoot anything that move. Milsimmers, we have to get target acquisition. We have to make sure we're shooting the right guy. That's really the big difference between a speed softer and milsim. If it moves, it's just like the Marine Corps. If it moves, it dies.
Yeah, but the problem was, it's like I was in the center, and the guy literally did a half circle around me, like 6 feet away from me, man. Hey,
It doesn't matter. All he sees is movement. He's like one of those like racehorses, like those
with tunnel vision,
tunnel vision.
with blinders
That's
up.
all that's what it is.
It doesn't matter. It's like because I watch a lot of those videos. I just cringe when they have like all the people like before they can even put their hands up, they're clearly hit. They're going ow, and they're like this, and they're still getting shot and shit, and they think it's funny. That's the other problem. I think the problem with the video we just watched was that those 3 kids thought it was funny to sit there and mag dump people and do all that. But I remember my famous blow up was the guy that I'm usually one of the level heads on the field. I usually don't get mad, and
like Rage Machine.
What the fuck you say? You hit me, brother? Huh, pussy?
Listen, these kids find everything funny when they do dumb shit like that until they meet the wrong guy that put them in their place. And when I mean you put them in their place, like they're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, the worse than a world of hurt. I mean, they can end up, dead. Especially, it's like at Miami Airsoft, I just don't get into the fights like that because like trying to get into those confrontations because you never know who's just gonna walk out to the car. It's Florida. Florida man is a thing.
I mean, look at what I'm wearing. See that ACR right there? Yeah, nice.
Where is that one where I went off on the guy?
No, but
we are not watching that vid. I'm sorry.
But seriously though, like that's really the differences between mil simmers. Now, what I am curious is to know, for example, like Russia. Is Mia still on there? Like, do they do a more milsim stuff in Russia, or is it more indoor in Russia? In the
it's
motherland.
It's going to take probably about a minute for Mia to respond.
I can send you the photos of the kid that got mag dumped there. Oh, cool. Yeah, Mia's still on there. Spider wants to know if you're gonna grow your beard. I told him no. Yeah, I told him no. It'll never be as majestic as mine.
Nope, I usually rock the
goatee.
Mustache and goatee. But I have shaved because I'm going out into public around here and I'm wearing a mask. So
hey, when's the next Renaissance festival?
Oh God!
Got canceled halfway through. No, you all have no idea, man. I got married in a full suit of armor.
Yeah, I understand.
Let's see.
I love how 2 of us have beards and you do not. I kind of enjoy this. I want us to stay like this.
You know why I have my beard? Because when I go out, people just like they part like the water, like Moses.
Oh, it's like the Red Sea. They see you and they're like, okay, I'm not fucking with this dude. Come on now.
Yeah.
Sully has the most majestic of beards. Who the hell's calling Mark? Who is that?
Probably your wife.
No, my wife is. No, I'm talking about in chat.
Yeah.
No summer. But on another note, while he's looking for the video, what do you guys think of one thing I never understood was the rule of SMGs that have to be under 1 joule to go full auto. I thought it would. I shouldn't it just be like if it's chambered in a pistol round?
I actually have an answer for you for that. It has to do a lot with Milsim West and Desert Fox events where they have to have that rule. Mainly because you have idiots like me. I'm going to go ahead and throw myself under the bus here. Who, if they have below rifleman 8 jewelage, or even well below that, like 1.3 or something like that, I think is for SMGs now.
No, to go full auto, you have to be under 1 joule.
Yeah, but this is like for regular. But I'm talking more for regular gameplay. Like for Milsim West, they have that rule just for safety, because a lot of people are going to be running high wattage batteries and all that sort of stuff, and they will have their gun and have their weapon systems tuned up to a point where it could cause some serious damage, and you have no minimum engagement distance.
Oh,
like you have zero minimum engagement distance.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. Oh, whoops! I clicked on the wrong video after all.
Because, like I said, I'm going to throw myself under the bus here. If I have an SMG and I have a 0 minimum engagement distance, I'm that idiot that's going to be rushing up with squad. I'll be a first man in the door, and I'm spraying everything I'll spray everything that walks.
Yeah.
Like that's just me personally with an SMG. When I'm using a rifle, I have a little bit more. I like to have a little bit more control. That's why I don't go SMG. I don't have an SMG. I don't own one. I mainly just use my rifle, and if I can get my LMG up, I'll be using that and have fun or if I sell it to Joker.
Which LMG do you have?
I have the Classic Army Para M249.
Okay, I have the featherweight, the FM featherweight.
Yeah, I want a featherweight. I have Bertha back there. Yeah, she's heavy as hell. All right, so I found the video of.
Oh, come on. You want my Para. I know you do.
I know. If I'm running an LMG, I want light.
The featherweight looks exactly like the Para, but it's just a lot.
I know.
It's
a Para, but it's a lightweight version.
Yeah.
So,
it weighs nothing.
Okay, so here's the video I was talking about where I lost my shit, which is a rarity.
No, it's not.
I'm about to say, dude, do we need to go back to Bad Blood?
I did not lose my shit at Bad Blood.
You almost wanted to hunt Dimask down and kill him.
I wanted to shoot him repetitively. There's a huge.
That's because he was wearing a white dye mask. Okay.
All right. So to give a little backstory, the game that we're playing is Force on Force with 2 respawns. The rest of the video shows that I've already shot the guy 3 times, and there's actually a part where I probably should show it if I can find it real quick.
Bro, it's not that he had. I know it was a two respawn, but remember he paid he paid money for the extra 10 lives that he has. All right. He got the hacking code for 10 bucks.
Well, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go here.
It is a Force on Force.
He probably
with 2
identifies
respawns.
himself as a cat. That's why he has 9 lives.
Probably. But speaking of the Dimask guy, I think Tim is actually looking for that kid and banning him from the field.
They already know who he is. Oh, you're talking about the. No, you're talking about Bad Blood. You're talking about Bad Blood.
Yeah, Bad Blood. I think Tim and Moondog are. Lion's Claw. I love what they do. I especially love Operation Irene.
Yeah, but this past Operation Irene, they say that it sucked. It wasn't.
Yeah, because I think it was more so the player base, and some of the rules got screwed up. I think I don't know. I don't have any official.
They told me that the referees didn't know what the hell they were doing. And this is from the winning side, by the way.
Oh my god!
It wasn't even the losing side.
Right,
the winning side was complaining.
Here's what I'm talking about. All right, so he's got shot. There he is. He's walking back. He's out. Instead of going back to spawn, he made that turn. And watch, he's going to be engaged right into play. Right there. And then I shoot him again. So that's like the 3rd time that he's been hitting the guy's out. Right? So then...
I lost my cool because I just didn't appreciate.
He's a twig.
$10, he's a Cuban.
I'm not taking that bet because it's probably true.
Didn't I already shoot you 3 times?
It's walking like one too.
No, what the fuck?
I don't know.
So what happened was, as soon as I ran around the corner, you actually hear him take a shot. He shot me right in the back, and he got me above the plate carrier, like right at my spine. So I was kind of pissed off.
What the fuck was that shit?
You just mag dumped the crap out of him.
He was mag dumping him too. He was
I know,
pointing right at his face.
But I know Joker stuff is better than his. That's why I'm like.
I would have grabbed him by the plate carrier and smashed him into the wall.
Yeah,
so I know you would have. I would have done the same thing.
I was taking my hit to walk out, right? So that's where when I said didn't I already shoot you 3 times? You could actually sort of see my hands start to go up with the shadow.
That was an awesome shot of the BB ricocheting off his helmet.
Yes, it was.
Pretty cool. Actually looks pretty cool.
So right there, you're gonna see my hand. You see how my hand's already going up, and then he shoots me. So the exit to the field, the exit to the house is right here, and that's where I was going. And he's like, "Oh,
yo, what the fuck?"
Yo, he's pointing right at your face, though. You hit him in the plate carrier. You shot him in the plate carrier, and then he's aiming at your face.
You shot me in the back for no fucking reason.
I like how you were shooting his arm, though.
Exit's right here. Exit's right here.
Oh, there's no armor there.
No, fuck you, man.
Yeah, he tried to shake my hand afterwards. I was like, no, fuck you, man. Because it pissed me off because I was going out of the exit and yeah, I shot him in the plate carrier as a what the fuck, man. And then he wants to shoot me in the face, which I'm fully armored with my mask and I have a face mask, I have the goggles, and I have the helmet. And I was
It's
like,
a good thing. It's a good thing you had your face mask that day.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were missing some teeth.
I would have played up. I think I would have bought it. I think I bought another one. I mean, I got like 8 face masks because sometimes I forget them. And
Do you want another one? Because I have another one that I have that you can have.
No, I don't need another one. But yeah, it's like that's the sort of shit that I usually don't. Jordy, you know me. I usually don't get confrontations like that. I would just say take it off the field. But yeah, that was me. Finally, I was like, and I didn't even mag them. That was just me going on semi.
So let me ask you something. So in that situation right there, at that given moment, what was going through your mind? Like, were you like, because he shot you, you went back, you shot him in the plate carrier, so it didn't hurt to him. All he probably felt was the sound or heard the sound. But then he went ahead and shot you in the face.
3 times. That's when I was like, "Oh, you want to shoot me multiple times?"
No. I know, but what was going through your mind? Like, were you like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you back, or you wanted to drop your rifle and just bang him like Don?
My thing was, my gun shoots at 400. You don't want to. You fucking pulled this. You pulled this thing on me. Okay, that's why if you notice, all my shots went to soft targets. He left welted. He was bleeding in a couple spots. When he pulled that nonsense, should I have shot him? Absolutely not. I never should have shot him. I should have just, kept my cool and just went out and reported him because, my spawn was right there. And, and just would have busted him for cheating. The very next game, he cheated again. I shot him like 3 times, and again, I busted him doing it. I was like, you're a fucking cheater, dude. And then he left right after that game. He only played 2 games. So this one is almost everybody's favorite one that we have. It's like our most. Well, this is the
Rage Machine.
Yeah, this is the longer clip. The other one has over 10K views. This is Rage Machine. It's great.
Come on, man. Right
But
there,
in that
on your
instance,
arm.
I mean,
And he keeps shooting at you.
Fucking A, dude.
Like right there, I just got shot as I have my hand up and I'm walking away. Now listen.
Tracers. Yeah, I hit you. Oh, same Rage Machine's back.
Well, he shoots at you.
You heard that?
Yeah.
He shot me 2 times. All right.
What the fuck?
I'm not doing push-ups for that. Now I'm mad. I'm madder than hell right now. I was steaming.
I am out walking back to spawn.
and this, ladies and gentlemen, is why he ran into the tree and fell over.
Because you calling me, I hit you. You hit me. You didn't hit me. You didn't hit me. Nobody hit me.
This is what. That's another thing I don't understand. It's airsoft. Just call your hit, take the respawn, and go back. Like it's a game. Like some of these people, they're so salty. They're so full of themselves.
Here's
man.
Let me go over a couple things here, right? This guy comes advancing off the tower, right? As if he's gonna fight me. So the guy that's right behind him. Let me see if I can pull it back to.
Yeah, pull it back, cause that's
that guy right there.
That guy right
Who's
there?
that Joker?
That the roly-poly guy back there?
No, the idiot saying "get off." That looks like he's saying "get off the field."
That's Rage Machine.
That's Rage Machine.
Yeah.
The one that said, he goes, listen.
You didn't hit
I'm
me.
going this. I'm backing off.
Yeah, he was just saying that, you didn't hit. Nobody hit me. That guy hit me over there. You didn't hit me. I was like, well, then somebody hit you, you dumbass. You should not have been on the tower to begin with. But I love how he's in my face, and so those 2 are his 2 guys. The one that was.
You didn't hit me. Nobody hit me. Nobody hit me. He hit
His
me.
helmet placement is off too.
Yeah, so the one back there with the mop hat and the one that's like right behind him, those 2 guys are on his squad, and they haven't been back. But the guy that's
There.
me right
You
here,
didn't hit
I'm
me.
going this. I'm backing off.
that guy right there, that's Tinker. He's on my squad. Tinker's trying to defuse the situation. So here's what's funny. He thinks he's going to come up and fight me, and get away with it.
You didn't hit me, bro.
Okay, that's a tank.
Yeah, hold on, watch. So I just want to go over just how many guys there are. So my guy, my guy, Tinker. So that's Finch. That was Anthony. The other guy was Mother.
Mother?
Mother. They have Mother in chat.
Oh God.
That's Birdo right there.
You don't want to mess with Mother, trust me.
Yeah, Mother's a BSO officer. So they all came
Okay.
in, and they're all surrounding me. It's like, dude, you're about to have a very bad day. Which is why that's why I typically don't try to fight on the field, because you don't know who's attached to who. And this guy's running his mouth, and he's like, you want to fight and everything else. It's like, no, kiss my ass. So all these guys are the ones that are with me. He's got two other buddies with him. And one of his buddies is, like I said, roly-poly. It would have been a bad day for him. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to stop sharing now.
Who let the donuts out?
They went into my belly.
Hold on. Any questions on the chat? So, Battery, did you ask me a question? Yeah, I did actually. What was the FPS field limits in Russia, or what do you guys go by?
That'd be Joker, because he is a donut.
God, I need to get back on the field. I'm so.
His team has 280 people. Wow. Normally play with me. I guess airsoft is very popular in Russia, huh? That's pretty cool. Good on you, Mia.
I mean, someone.
Yeah. So I mean, who wants to see me get hurt?
As far as for like, did I already see that video?
You're talking about airsoft or life? How about do anybody have any questions about like American Male Sim or stuff like that on the chat, or any gear questions, weapons, stuff like that? No, or replicas. I'm sorry, not weapons. Replicas. 6mm beef.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, I can show you all my kit. Well, if we're going to be doing gear questions,
What do y'all think of the states that already banned airsoft?
they're idiots. Just going to go ahead and say that they're idiots.
Is that Pornhub on the thing? I'm kidding.
I was about to say, time out. What?
Hey, it's free right now. Check this out. Watch this. Wait,
he knew. He fucked
up. Yeah.
Is this when you fell on the tower?
This is where he blames Tinker because his body won't function correctly.
No. Look at this. Watch it again. Watch what Tinker does, right? So he grabs the door of the bus, pulls it
He swings open?
just enough for me to run into it.
You're telling me that little bit of metal push your big ass to the side?
It was at this moment that he knew.
Okay, never mind.
Up.
I see it.
Yeah.
Team kill by Tinker.
Yo, team kill.
I'm good. Let's go.
I love how Tinker comes back to it. It's like, well, it's the only way I can make the sharp turn.
I'm good.
I bet Tinker's like, oh man, I don't even have insurance to cover this.
Nope. So, if we do get into gear questions, I do have my fleet carrier out here with my configuration on here. Mostly, I still need to get it pieced together from when I moved, because it wouldn't fit in my damn box.
Do you like how I recorded it as a team kill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, that was.
Well, if anybody has some gear questions, please ask me. I am a little bit of a gear whore.
I think we both are. If you can see my chest, I have a ton of gear in there. But to give you all, if you all do have gear questions, I do have my plate carrier up and running. Right now, mostly.
And I know.
This is.
Let me see what
this
you
is
got.
my. I got a DEFCON. I got my DEFCON rig.
Nice.
Actually, the first question is favorite milsim. Spider, I cannot say one favorite because there's several different things that I like. So, favorite gameplay had to have been gameplay's Bad Blood's unique gameplay. That game was just nonstop all day, and it was just an awesome experience to play on that field. Because the other thing too about that field is that
sure, we can call it unique.
you have
we can call it unique.
Shut up. You have like these row of pine trees like you saw in that one video. Then you have three different castles. You have different areas that I didn't even go to. We didn't even go to as we played because we just went around getting stamps. Let's see.
You weren't a stamp collector. You don't know that life.
Oh no, it was funny because I was the one that got separated from the main squad, and I went to the wrong place. And as I'm walking back, I saw where one of the stamps were. I was like, huh, there's a stamp right there. So when I linked up with everybody, I'm trying to tell everybody where there's a stamp at. And they're like, there's one down there. It's like, no, there's one right there. I can tell you, I saw it. So as for another, Fulda Gap probably had one of the best fields I've ever played on. If you haven't been to Fulda Gap, it's up by you, Preacher, up in Hickory.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
They dig trenches into the mountainside, so it gives you like trench warfare. The base alpha is like a Vietnam fire base, including red clay, so it looks like a Vietnam fire base. And they have modified tanks out there. People dress their vehicles up to look like tanks and stuff. So that was cool. And then I really enjoyed Northern Watch because of how we just dominated from the start.
My favorite milsim, actually my favorite milsim game, I will have to say was Overwatch 5. Doomsday did a great job with that milsim event. They used the Altair training grounds. I was there before. I did some personal real steel training there several times, and I was pretty stoked to go back in there for airsoft and actually going in and out of the buildings and stuff like that. So that will probably say will be my favorite milsim game. And type of play, honestly, everything. As long as I'm with my friends, it's always a good time. That's my favorite time.
Okay. If we're talking regular gameplay, TTT, Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Okay.
It is fun as hell because it brings me back to Bad Blood where you don't know what's going to happen around every corner. Like you could get ambushed by tribal here, by black shirts there. You could get friendly fired. Who knows? But with TTT, it works your brain as much as you doing physical activity because you're trying to figure out who you can trust, who you can't trust. And then favorite milsims, even though Bad Blood is not considered a true milsim to some people, I like it. I like the concept idea of it. I've been to several milsims, and that's probably still my favorite.
Preacher, what about Balahack? I always wanted to go to Balahack. I haven't gone to Balahack. I want to do the rave or the whatever.
Rev, you will love the field because you will excel at it. There's so many different. I mean, with you being a sniper, you have so many angles of placement. You would have a field day.
Because I really want to go to the Wild West one.
Wild West, you might not like just because it's all going to be one story. And if you get, I could probably just get the smoke wagon and just be on the ground, but still.
Well, it's just the role playing. That's why I want to do it. It's for the role play.
You would like
scroll through the internet.
Jesus. But for you, Battery, you would like Revelations, especially now since they made it a little bit harder. My first Rev, I went to Rev 9 for all of y'all who are trying to go.
Rev 9 was the last. That was the last one, right?
No, that was Rev 10. Rev 10 was the most recent.
Okay.
I went to Rev 9. I had a blast. I wish I could have gone to Rev 10, but stuff with my brother's work and then me having to deal with BS at my work, it kind of got stupid. But I had more fun at Revelations than I did in a regular gameplay, and even a little bit more than Bad Blood, if I'm honest. Just because we were brand new to it, and a group of guys just were like, "We're absorbing you into us," and I was like, "We get to study the game, this whole game from a group of players who have done this for 3, 4, 5, 6 years."
Yeah, I definitely want to go to a Rev. Because I saw all the videos from Swamp Sniper.
Yes.
And man, that was just like the gameplay, the missions, like that immersion, like that type of immersion. I love that.
Oh,
I'm not all about just milsim, like regular military.
Yeah.
Milsim. I like to play everything, and that's one of the things I really want to experience.
And that's what I want to kind of get all of us with Screech Dragon to go to a Rev and experience it.
Well, first of all, I'm trying to get them to go to Milsim West or Colony Wars. Colony Wars is a smaller version of Milsim West.
Yeah, Colony Wars I'm down for, but Milsim West, this old man does not sleep out in the open. Does not sleep on the hard ground anymore. Sorry.
You don't have to. We can get you an air mattress or a hammock.
Exactly.
That's what I'm using. I'm using a hammock.
And I can't.
I'm sleeping on the ground.
I can't sleep.
Sorry.
With like iPro.
Oh, I can. That won't bother. Once I knock out, I knock the fuck out.
Well, my butt will probably be pulling security. Well, here's my thing. If we do a Milsim West, I'm probably going to be the only person on security because I don't need to sleep. I'm used to not sleeping. Why do I need to sleep if we have possible raids? Sorry, one of us is going to have to be on security, and I'm volunteering for that.
No, what happened is it's not that, dude. When you do a Milsim West, you got to have fire watch. So if you have 8, 9 guys on a team or 10 guys on a team, all you need is one guy to be on fire watch. One guy, 1 hour, and then you just rotate every hour on the every hour. That's it. That way, everybody can sleep.
Yeah.
I would love to
basic operation.
I will definitely. I always want to be the first guy on the fire watch, like the first fire watch, or the last guy. I hate being in the middle.
Yeah, that kind of sucked, especially with how I went with basic training. I always was that middle guy, and I was like, son of a bitch. Yeah, I want to sleep.
Yeah, no, when you get that middle.
That's why I want the battle bus, so we could have racks in there to rack out on.
Yeah, but you're a bigger target with the battle bus, aren't you?
Yes, you are.
6 ports on each side, 2 turrets up top, 2 ports out the back, 1 port on the shitter.
Yeah, but it's only one guy manning the damn thing.
He doesn't understand this, does he?
Yeah,
no.
That's where you have other people like, hey, do you want to man the turret? Sure. What you also do is you put the big spots all on the outside, so with one switch you can just turn on and blind everything that's coming up.
This is not Zombieland.
I'm still waiting for the zombies to come out.
You keep saying that, and I'm agreeing with you, but let's calm down on the zombies. But yeah,
I want like the Left 4 Dead zombies, like the fast ones, not the Walking Dead one. That's too easy.
No, hell no. We are not playing Left 4 Dead in real life. I'd rather just go ahead and off myself then.
You know, that is probably one of the most underrated games that ever came out.
It is, but again,
it was very redundant. It was very redundant.
It was.
Have you guys played World War Z yet?
I have not.
No.
I have not.
I should probably screen share how that one runs. You want to talk?
How about we not? How about we not and say we did?
No, right now I'm actually I'm still playing PUBG for all of you guys that play PUBG. I'm still playing PUBG Mobile.
I'm playing Rust.
I never played Rust. I'm gonna look into it. That sounds interesting. I'm playing RuneScape on PC.
You still play RuneScape?
Yes, sir.
Boy, my man.
And I still play. I still play Age of Empires 2.
Okay.
I still play Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction. I haven't played Diablo 3. Never liked Diablo 3.
Diablo 3
4.
got better with the DLC for it.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for 4.
It got better with their fixes.
Yeah,
4 will be epic.
I still play
epic.
I still play Diablo 2. I play in ladder. I still play the ladder board, and I have my regular character, so I'm very active there. But RuneScape, I still play that. I just finished. I stopped playing Elder Scrolls for a bit. I needed to get away from that game. That was giving me marriage issues.
I'm replaying Final Fantasy VII, the original, because come the 10th, I'm going to disappear for a couple of days playing Final Fantasy Remake. I played the demo of that. They did a good job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The last Final Fantasy, I think I played Final Fantasy V was the last one I played.
7 by far was like a really good storyline, really thought out, and it's really good. But one of the games I loved that I would love to see get remade would be Suikoden. Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2. 108 different characters.
Jeez.
You have to collect 108 different characters. It's actually the cool thing is that you're also building up your castle, you're expanding stuff, and so I really like that one. The storyline's pretty decent on it as well.
Have you guys ever played this on I don't know if you guys use Steam, it's called Squad?
I've seen it on Steam. I will get it eventually and try it out.
I play against Jet the Desert Fox on that game. He plays it a lot. And he's really good on the game. He has his own team though. Like he has his group of people that he plays with.
Oh yeah.
So but it's a Squad is actually, I hate to say this, but it's actually a really good tool for squad communication. Like if you have a group of your airsoft team and you guys load that, because it's very realistic. Like the game, like the way there's bullet drops. Like it's not a regular game that just shoots. Like there's actual bullet drop. You get your different classes and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
That's yeah. When it comes down to gaming, I just got back into playing gaming a lot more. I mean, when you're a board game designer, fuck.
What's that game? What's the name of that game that it's 4 colors, it's like red, yellow, blue, and green, and you gotta hit a double, like a 6 or a 6 in order to get one of your little mans out, and then you gotta go across the board by rolling 1 dice. Remember what that's called, Joker?
Sorry?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's kind of like Sorry, yeah. Oh, it is Sorry. Yeah. Me and my wife started playing that on the phone. That's how the quarantine, how bad it's getting.
Quarantine's not getting too bad for me because my grandmother has a list of things we need to do around the house to get it straightened up. So I've been keeping busy with that. Been watching YouTube like I've been doing, and yeah.
And we've been playing.
There's nothing else to be done around here in Mountainville.
Yeah, and we also been playing one of Joker's games, Murder on the Cosmo Express.
Murder on the Cosmic Express.
Yeah, Cosmic Express. Yeah, we've been playing that one.
Mia, we actually have a company down here called DV8 that has real tanks too. We blew them up.
So I have real tanks. Yeah, there's a DV8. There's one in Texas also. D14, I think.
Yes, D14.
Yep, they have tanks and shit like that over there. But let me see what else. No, the Russian Milsim have tags. Yeah, you Russians and your T55s and your T60s and T80s. Well, guess what? I blew them all because I'm an 0352. Damn it, anti-tank missile, man.
Whatever.
No, I had to learn about all the Russian tanks and the British tanks and the.
Let's not go antagonizing people.
Nah. No, those T55s, man. You know that they're even though they're really. I think the T55s were one of the first modern tank that the Russians built. They're still in service in South America.
Yep.
That's crazy.
there's some crazy.
Those things will run forever, man. Those Russian tanks. Whew.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, there's like a lot of people that are running really old stuff. It's like, come again?
I saw MiG fish beds. I think they're called the MiG 17s, the fish beds, in the Air Force of Venezuela, still in service. These are freaking things from like what? Right, a Cold War,
68 to like 82,
or it was something like that. I know they're really old. They're called the MiG 17 fish beds. They're still in service, and they got Su-27s, Su-37s. I had to learn a lot about the Russian military.
I'm sorry.
What?
Best meme ever. You want to know who really killed Mufasa? Carol fucking Baskin, that bitch.
Can somebody tell me the story behind this? I haven't been following. What happened? Who's Carol?
God.
First of all, who's Carol Baskin? Who's the dude with the tigers?
Okay, so you need to spend 7 hours watching. You just got it. I mean, I can explain it to you, and it will sound like something straight out of Florida Man.
Okay, so did she kill him or did he kill himself?
No. Carol Baskin lives in Tampa. She owns Big Cat Sanctuary. She's suspected of killing her husband and feeding him to the tigers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But Joe Exotic,
which is the husband?
No, he's another big cat hoarder. He's a the best way to put Joe Exotic. He's a gay redneck tiger hoarder that marries straight men. Meth's involved.
So he turns straight men into gays.
No, he just he really doesn't turn them gay. He marries them. Gets them. You need to watch the show.
How does a straight man marry another man? That doesn't make sense.
Meth. Drugs.
Oh.
But
that's a hell of a drug.
Dude, you need to just watch it. It is, it's like when I first started watching it, I was like, all right, God damn it, Netflix, stop showing me this. And then I accidentally clicked on it, and it started up, and I was like, okay,
this is interesting.
This is interesting. And the roller coaster that you go on, it never comes down. It just keeps going up and up and up, and it just goes woo, woo, woo. Yeah, so it is.
Who's Tesca Airsoft?
So we just want to go ahead and just do this little disclaimer. We love all people.
Except that.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I love. Yeah, go ahead.
Joe Exotic would say throughout the entire show, all the seasons, that bitch Carol Baskin. Wait, that bitch Carol Baskin. He also is a country singer, which evidently he does a lot of lip syncing. And one of his music videos, "Here, kitty, kitty," and it's a Carol Baskin lookalike. That is spot on. I kept looking at it, it's like, how the hell did she agree to that? Because it looks like her. And the Carol Baskin lookalike's feeding meat and like one of those the dummies that you punch, feeding to the tiger to the fence. Oh my god, you just can't make this shit up.
Yes, you can. With enough drugs, yes, you can.
And I mean, I guess the thing that's out there that Joe Exotic was went to jail for 23 years for a murder for hire plot to kill Carol Baskin. But when you're watching a series, you're like, did he really do it? I don't know if he did or not.
Gotcha. What do you guys think of the what's it called? What's that new brand that's coming out? Well, I don't want to say it's new, but it's the first time I've started hearing it. It's Bell from it's on Evic.
Never heard.
You know what I'm talking about? Here, let me see if I can.
I think I do actually. I can actually pull it up on my iPad real quick.
Oh, there goes your internet if you use the iPad.
Bruh, I'm on. Kiss my asshole, y'all. Not you viewers. The two ass hats that I have to deal with. I love you both.
That's okay. We're only here for Mia right now, anyway.
I know.
Starts with a B, damn it.
Oh God, this is funny.
You mean Barrett?
What?
You mean Barrett?
No,
not the
not
Barrett. The Barrett REC7.
No. It's an actual brand. The Evic is.
How to avoid COVID-19? Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
That's a good movie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have a brain fart. Watch us end the stream, and it's gonna come in my head.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
Soon because we're almost on 3 hours now.
Really? Whose fault is that?
Not it.
Not it. Too late.
I touched my nose. You guys don't count. Joker's the last one.
I said not it. I don't need to touch my nose. I vocalized it.
No, stop making
Okay. Is it BAL? BAAL?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm clicking on it now and taking a look at it because I thought I saw something else.
Yeah, I mean, Evic's been promoting it.
I mean, they've been putting in a bunch of new people for this, and it's not loading up because my internet is shit.
There's Snow Wolf also, the brand called Snow Wolf. Never heard of them.
I've actually looked at their stuff. It actually looks pretty decent.
I don't know. I'm scared to buy theirs. I mean, if I get it on a BOA, it is what it is. But
exactly. But I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna go out and buy it. No, I'm gonna go with my tried and true.
What is your tried and true? Crytek?
No, that'd be my brother, who is an idiot. For all you Crytek owners, I'm sorry. I hate Crytek's personally, unless it's the LVOA, which I actually do like.
I got the LVOA. It's a heavy pig though.
It's a heavy pig, but it's a beautiful heavy pig though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking the handguard out of it and putting PTS wedge.
That's what my brother did.
Yeah, to lighten it up.
But I haven't had a lot of rifles. I mean, my go-to for like milsims when I'm doing NATO is, of course, my CAA M4. And then for everything else, I have my ASG CZ805. I mean, that's my two go-tos right now. Like, I will always go. Elite Force never did me wrong. Of course, ASG never did me wrong.
Anybody have any experience with the ICS with the split gearbox?
I've shot it, actually. I had a guy, I was talking with a guy, and I was curious about his gun. He let me shoot it inside a shop for swap meet. I personally did not like it, just because it just felt weird. And he opened it up, everything, and showed me everything inside it. It just didn't look like it would operate correctly, at least for me.
Okay.
So I will probably not own an ICS. Even though they're a great gun, I personally will not run an ICS.
I'm going to say that my favorite brand, and I'm saying this because with 10 years worth of airsoft experience, is KWA. KWA and Echo One. Those are the two brands that have never failed me, and their customer service
is top point.
It's on point, especially KWA. KWA definitely does not want any bad reference at all.
Oh, they don't need bad press.
But KWA, I was happy to see when they came out with the version 2.5. I didn't like the 3.0, the electric blowback or the electric whatever. I prefer the 2.5. Yeah, I prefer the 2.5 because you can do FPS adjustment with the tool, and it's actually a real quick change spring. You can literally just take the buffer, the stock and the buffer, and pull it out. That's it. So I believe that I think KWA is probably one of the underrated brands right now. Everybody's looking at the because of social media. Because of social media, like Evic and Airsoft GI, they're promoting more like the EMG stuff. They're promoting more of the other ones. But KWA, man, I'm sorry, but if I like KWA over G&G.
I'm the other way around. G&G makes very strong guns that shoot well right out of the box. Never had an issue with G&G not shooting well out of the box. And they're also lightweight, but take a fucking beating.
I get it, but also isn't G&G also working side by side with Evic with EMG to make like the Helios Jack 9? Well, because those are all G&G internals.
Technically, yeah.
They are. They're G&G guns, just rebranded. That's all it is. But the one thing I don't like about G&G is that gearbox. The one. Okay, so the one with the ETS or ECS system.
ECS trigger.
Yeah, the ECS trigger. That's too slow. That's too slow for me. My finger goes way faster than that, and I because that's an optical trigger, right?
Yes, it will be an optical trigger. There are better triggers out now than there were when the ECS was introduced. If any tech in the chat wants to correct me, go for it. I may be wrong in saying this, but I think there are better. Now that Gate Titan is doing a little bit more with trigger system and best. Obviously, the best product to put into a gun if you want a better trigger response and better trigger sensitivity.
Right now I own a Jack 9 Helios. The only difference between the Helios and the non-Helios one is just the metal body. This one has the polymer body. That's it. But it's all the internals all the same. I took it one time to Miami Airsoft. Joker, you were there with me. Remember you let me borrow the mags?
Yeah.
The classic Army mags. And I noticed that it's a good beginner gun.
Mm-hmm.
But for a more advanced player like Joker, myself, you, like when it comes to like indoor, that trigger response on that thing is way too slow. It's way too slow.
Exactly.
So, as we're talking about it, I said, "Oh no, you get away from that corner."
And the dog got to strike again.
Evidently, Tiger King's coming out with a new episode.
Oh God, help us! Can we get off this Tiger King crap, please?
You all have to. I won't get off until you guys have to watch it. Now, each time that we talk.
So what you're saying about the G&G, how you like G&G, which is fine. G&G is a good product. I'm not saying that it's not. But have you used, like, I use a KW, the old M16 fixed stock KWA. Until this day, it's my cousin is still using it. And it's still working. And it's a 9-year-old airsoft rifle.
So what I will tell you is how I tell the people, if it's an older gun like that, more than likely, I'm not going to have an opportunity to see or play with it. I can only play with stuff that pretty much has been done in the last year, or maybe year and a half. So I played with an OCAW. I'm going to be buying an OCAW. I have played with like the G&G PCC9. I was told that, just give it a try, see how it is. You're probably going to like the gun out of the box, and the gun is solid out of the box. I mean,
the PCC9 is a solid gun. I like it.
Yes, it is.
It comes out of the box shooting 350, and you got a range of almost 200 feet. And even with that standard G&G hop up, you have a pretty straight flow. Now, so what I'm going to do anyway with just about any gun I'm going to get, unless it comes that way, is I'm going to get it flat hop and probably put a Type 4 barrel in right off the top. But I mean, I have two G&G PCC9s because of how well that gun is. So what's your opinion between the flat hop and the R hop? Do you see any difference? I have not had a gun R hopped yet.
Okay.
Let me rephrase. I've shot the OCAW, and the OCAW does appear like it goes further and faster.
Okay.
Further and straighter than with a flat hop.
Okay. So I did have a flat hop on my Crytek LVOA before it was upgraded. And then when I sent it to get upgraded, I got it R hopped. All right. The only difference I saw was distance. That's it. I only got a little bit more distance. Is it worth it? The price? Probably not. I think I'm gonna stay with flat hop because flat hop I can do myself. Something I can do on the fly.
Exactly. Me personally, I will not touch my hop up unit unless I really, really have no life and just want to pour the extra money into it.
I don't touch.
Because I like the.
I don't touch mine at all. I have other people do it.
No shit.
Yeah, but flat hop is really cheap. Flat hop is only like if you have somebody else do it, it's only $20.
Yeah, but with me and how my guns are, I have them hopped. I had a guy help me with the hop on my CAA, and I did the hop for my CZ myself. I like to keep my hop up where it's at. If I have to put in a new I have to put in a new hop up or do it R hop or flat hop. I have to redo all of that, and I'm not in the mood to try and figure out what the sweet spot is on those. I'm sorry, I'm lazy when it comes to that. If I have it set, unless it breaks, then I'm going to do something about it. I don't have that. I don't have that ability to get it teched on. I don't have that ability to get it.
And I wish I was a little smarter when it came to airsoft. I remember when I bought my Crytek from Airsoft GI, I bought it on sale for like it was the LVOA in the OD green, in the foliage green, and it came with 5 EPS mags, PTS EPM mags. I'm sorry, plus the high kappa that it comes with from Crytek originally. And my dumbass, instead of playing with the gun stock for a little bit, even though the gun stock shoots great out of the box, I decided to do a flat hop right off the bat. And then when I did the flat hop, literally that game that I put the flat hop on, it started malfunctioning.
Mm-hmm.
And it malfunctioned because I literally dropped the rifle it didn't even hit the ground. Like it hit the ground, but it hit it on the butt side, and it wasn't even hard. And it just put everything out of whack. So I went ahead and spent $425 to get it upgraded. So pretty much that Crytek right now, I'm into it right now, almost $1,000.
All right, so Mia said,
yeah, my brother put money. Yeah. Go ahead.
I could have bought an OCOP by the amount of money I spent on that Crytek.
Oh, exactly.
So Mia told us about their video, so let me go ahead and screen share this.
All right. That's in Russian.
The Russians.
Holy shit! Are those grenades? Oh, those are rockets. Those are airsoft rockets.
But me personally, if it's not broke, I'm not fixing it. That's me personally.
That is a.
I do the same thing with my pistols.
That's a T-70.
And it fired.
It's bad. Those are rockets. Those are rockets, my guy. I'm gonna go back.
They're using
T60s.
T60s and T70s look exactly the same. The only difference is the armor. The T70 has a thicker armor and better amphibious oxygen, whatever they call it. The T80s can actually go underwater more than half of the tank. That's pretty cool. They can breathe underwater. The crew, yeah. The T70 can do it, but not as well as the T80. But the T70 and the T60s look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're not at war with Russia, we should probably think about hitting up this and also check out this shit, man.
Jesus Christ. But like back to the old.
That's a Russian ASV that they're on right now.
Yeah. But back to the whole gun bit of upgrade or stick till it breaks. I've had my ASG for actually about a year now. About a year now.
I love this. The guy has a Confederate flag on his back.
Yeah, is he from Florida?
What?
He's got look, it was on his back.
He has a Confederate flag.
Okay, that is officially the weirdest thing I've seen today. But
So who do we know that speaks Russian?
not me, because I don't speak Russian.
Niet.
The guy's barrel roll.
Niet. That wasn't a barrel. That was a side roll.
That's not even a side roll. That's just like I'm just gonna try and scoot my butt out of the way. That's not even a side roll. Come on, Battery. Come on, Battery. See, that is not a side roll. We both know what a side roll is. That is not a side roll.
See, look, Confederate flag.
I want to know what the other patch is.
It's 2 Confederate flags. It's literally 2 Confederate flags.
It's a Trump 2020 patch.
Oh no!
It looks like it.
No.
Oh, it's Savage. It says what? Savage?
Savage 2020, I think.
Savage Doggy, something like that. See, I'm not the only one that uses a fat guy as a wall as a shield. Look at her.
That's what we're gonna use. That's what we're gonna use Mark for during Bad Blood. Now, come on, back.
Hey, I'm not that fat anymore.
Okay. But back to like the gun stuff with doing upgrades.
Mia talking shit about me.
Yeah, I'm always talking shit about you. But damn it. Oh. If you're gonna do upgrades, yeah. Shut up, Jugger. If you're gonna do upgrades to a gun, if you really, really want to upgrade whatever you have first, play with it for 3 months. Give it 3 months. If you
tell me he doesn't also find the hole, he just complunks.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
No, see, that's the thing. You said 3 months. You say 3 months to wait, like, for the thing is, like, when I started, like, when I went to Overwatch 5 with my Crytek, half of those people had HPAs, and I was getting outranged every damn time. So I had to maneuver and go into the brushes and get in closer and stuff like that to even. And then I noticed that these guys with the HPA, their guns will shred right through the brushes. It'll go right through the brushes, while mine didn't. So that's why I did the upgrade. And I thought by doing a flat hop, that was going to be enough. And then I was like, whoa, okay, that's still not even enough. Yeah, I got a little bit more of a range with the flat hop, but the trigger didn't do nothing for the trigger. Well, of course, it's not going to do anything for the trigger. But then I started learning at the time, Gate Titan came in with their, with their system. And I was like, wow, I got to have a Gate Titan. I got to have this. I got to have that. I wanted new gears and there's the shimming and all this and that. And it cost me, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. But for those players that don't have the assets to go do that liquidated assets to go do that. Like, for me, it would, if I wanted to do to my ASG what I want to do to it,
that's a T70
for
tank.
$500 easy back into this gun. What I would do to it.
I think that with today's technology, with today's airsoft, honestly, if you're just a weekend what I call a weekend warrior, like you're just gonna do a milsim here and there, or do a couple gameplays here and there. In other words, you're only gonna play airsoft maybe 4 times or 5 times out of the year. Just get a regular stock gun like an Amoeba, something of a mid tier, between $200 and $280. I wouldn't go any crazier than that. Now, if you are a milsimmer, like some of us are, that will do between 6 to 12 events a year. That's not including the local games. That's not including the local, invites or training and stuff like that. Then I suggest you get several guns. and have just like that, and have at least 1 or 2 upgraded guns, like your go-to guns for milsim events, because you will be outranged by HPAs. There's no way around.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why once I hopefully get this check, I'm going to get that MK 18 and use that
Okay,
for Milson's
stop
for when we go
saying-
do Milson.
Stop saying MK18. It's Mark 18. Mark 18.
So I want that MK18.
Mark 18.
Forgive me. My brain, I'm getting off of caffeine, so my brain is not computing. I'm sorry, Mark 18.
There you go.
Well,
But
right now, what I'm
shut
gonna
up.
be doing, that gold one is gonna get DSG like a motherfucker. So that's gonna be my rip machine. I'm probably gonna end up getting my other PCC9, probably HPA, to build up that. I want to get a featherweight. I'm gonna get an OCA, and I'll probably get an SSG 24.
That's
then,
if we get the plans rolling here.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I'll
hey,
have
Mark.
January at the latest. I'm gonna have like probably
Joker.
160 to 180K from what the insurance owes me. So
Joker, I would wait on the SSG 24 right now. The reason why is because right now the SSG 24 is like $465, something like that. The SSG 10, the cheap one, is $399, and if you want the SSG 10 A2, which is the M40 A2 version or A3, that's like 500 or 600, somewhere around there. So it is really expensive right now. I would wait on it because
it's gonna be a few months before I get my sniper anyway. So.
No, I know, but I would wait. You're gonna wait a little bit longer than that because since I'm an owner of an SSG 24, I do get mail from them, like special mail, and we get discounts. So I would wait on it.
What is this snow you speak of?
What?
Mia.
You live in Florida. You don't get snow.
We have two. We have two seasons here: summer and slightly less hot summer.
We have all 4 seasons up where I'm at, and winter up here is going to be a bitch. You can play that fiddle all you want if I can shove it up your ass.
I got perfect motorcycle weather every day.
I know, and I wish I had a cycle. Believe you me.
I try to ride as much as I can.
I know. I'm probably going to end up getting a truck or a Jeep.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a 4x4 that we can mount the weatherweight up there, and we can use that.
Yeah, we. I mean, the stuff that I got a lot coming in, so I can't wait for it to happen because I'm gonna be pew-pewing like a motherfucker because I will get my OCA, damn it. My wife is not happy. One of the things that I want to do is I want to get like Bertha is gonna get mounted to the truck. But eventually my wife's getting a new vehicle, so I'm gonna take over her Navigator, and I'm gonna put a freaking minigun on top of that.
Oh, God.
We'll have technicals for days.
Yes, we will. Actually, screw putting the featherweight on there. Why don't we just go ahead and put the pair on there and be done?
Featherweight. Bertha's not a featherweight.
You're talking about your other. Yeah, okay. Never
my
mind.
M249 up there. That thing is freaking heavy. It's like 18 pounds by itself.
You know what we need? A 240 Bravo.
That's real. I'd rather if you're gonna get something that heavy, you might as well get an M60.
Oh,
Rambo it.
I know. Yeah, but again, I love my 240. What can I say? I love my 240.
Or a PPH, Russian PPH.
We are not doing a Russian PPH. Sorry, we're not doing that. PPHK, I think it is.
Yeah, PPHK, something like that.
But if we're gonna do that, we might as well put a Browning on there. We both know that's a better choice than all of our being said combined.
No, I will get a featherweight, and I'm gonna HPA the featherweight. I just want to get the shell of the featherweight because why spend the money to buy a featherweight and then gut it. So I gotta call E-Vike and see if it's got a shell, like a return of a shell or whatever. or defective.
So you can just buy the shell.
Yeah, I just want the shell.
Or you can just buy mine.
Yeah, but if I can get theirs for $50.
Oh yeah, if you can get the shell for $50 or less,
yeah,
I will argue to get it for less. Be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do for airsoft. See if they can give it to you. Who knows?
That's the gun I would put on my son's wheelchair.
No.
That'll be a sight to see.
Yes, it shall. I can just see him pressing a button, just going, "You're about to get deleted." Just get a 40 mic on the bottom of that. Get the 40 mic that just destroys people. Just go.
It would be funny after we get this thing all rigged up. Is that we do then put like something like that on top as like a tank weapon, and then he can shoot with his other, and then just go.
Just get a few master mics in there. Just go. Delete.
Can you make him a glove like from the Thanos one with all the
the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't do that to that poor kid. Actually, you could do something like that as far as like for a panel for his arm. That way, you can just press a button on his arm, on the sleeve pad and just go delete.
Mia, do you also speak English? Because that would be a good question to ask. How many of us want to go to Russia?
Yeah.
Ooh,
we need to get the whole squad on here at one point.
Yeah, that'll be chaos. But yeah.
That'll be chaos, but it'll be funny as hell.
Well, I am gonna have to go.
Yeah, I just realized that I'm looking at the stream time right now, and it is 3 hours and 24 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed. But it was nice chatting with all of you guys. Thank you, everybody on the chat for asking the questions. And let me see what I have. A little common sense. Common sense. It's not common anymore. Yeah. So, but yeah, let's Joker. Let's set up another one for
to try to get everybody on.
Well, more like role play, like roles, like gear setup and stuff like that. And
you just want to do us three again for the next one, and then we'll think about putting everyone on.
Tomorrow, I'm going to bring another group of people on to talk about.
They poked himself in the eye.
I got a piece of Taki in my eye.
How the hell do you have a piece of Taki in your eye?
When I crunch on those things, man, they're crunchy. They go everywhere.
I understand that, but you have a bib for a reason.
They have that stuff stinks. Ow. I just peppered mine. Mia, more than likely I'm going to have another stream tomorrow night. Trying to get everything together for it. And then what I want to do is I want to try to do 2 streams a week like this of just talking to various people and all that. It might be fun to have all the guys on there. I just don't know how much Zoom is going to lag because of it.
You should be fine with like up to 5 or 6 people. Anything over, I believe anything over 5 people, it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Because we might be able to get. I mean, I think everybody on Screech is like 12 people. 13 maybe.
13.
So, but yeah, we'll try to keep bringing out good content. We obviously want to bring up our views and all that stuff. So, I mean, our subscribers we're at 1,070 now. 1,070.
Wahoo!
So, thanks for sticking with us, and I like these formats because we can actually talk to people and engage in all that. So, anyways, I am Joker, Battery 1.
Battery 1 from Assault and Battery Airsoft.
Preacher. And until next time, we'll see you all out on the field. Well, maybe.
Maybe. That's a big maybe. We'll see y'all on the virtual field. Right here.
Have a good night, everybody.
And call your hits. Your make believe hits.
I can't yell because if I yell right now how I normally would yell, oh man, the wife will be coming down here pissed. But
all right, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night. Take care.